Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream we're going to discuss the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market, where we just recently saw a particular big drop up here in the market. But right now on today's stream we're going to talk about what we currently think about the market, where we do see it heading towards. Is this going to be Bitcoin seeing a further continuation down towards lower targets, or is Bitcoin going to see a very strong bounce from up this range? We're going to go over all the scenarios that we currently can anticipate. We're going to go over all the momentum indicators. We're going to see and discuss on how strong or how bearish or how bullish Bitcoin is looking right now here on the lower time frames, the higher time frames as well. I'm going to go over your favorite, altcoins, your favorite indicators. We're going to discuss everything on today's stream. So if you want to be finding out about, where the market is heading towards in general, don't forget to right away smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right away in towards the content, guys. So let's go. So what we can currently see here, first of all, is that Bitcoin, yesterday evening had a particular big drop off. Of course, while I was asleep, Bitcoin came down massively here, but this is of course definitely not a thing that we have been not anticipating, because first of all, let me real quickly explain why I do think Bitcoin did came down from off this level. And that was because of course of the CME gap, because CME gaps tend to always get filled here. They don't necessarily have to be filled, but they tend to get filled. And of course, since the CME gap was trading on 57.8k and the market yesterday evening was trading on 59.4k, it was very likely to expect to at least fill that gap towards the downside. And like you can see right now here, the gap was formed over here on this point, and we can see clear big gap was getting created, and right away we did fill the gap here since we were coming down earlier this morning. So CME gap is right away filled, so this is of course a thing that we should not be looking at anymore. So the weekend is behind us right now, and right now we can be really focusing on the coming week ahead of us. So CME gap was there, it already is filled, and right now we have to be focusing on what is ahead of us. So very quickly as well, zooming in towards, let's say, the 15-minute candles here. And if we're going to talk about the 15-minute candles, guys, we can clearly see some very important things here. So we can clearly see 15-minute candles. They came down massively here. There was a very big spike towards the downside, and since we did generate this big spike towards the downside, we were seeing, of course, that we were forming some kind of a bottom structure over here, or at least an imminent short-term bottom structure. While we were forming this bottom structure on the 15-minute candles, you can clearly see here the RSI was rising once again here, while price action will still keep falling lower. As well, we were seeing the same with the MACD. So while we were seeing basically the momentum indicators once again cooling off here, and of course pushing itself back towards the upside, resulting in Bitcoin on the 15-minute candles create a lot of bullish divergence. And that is as well a reason why we are right now, of course, stalling off a little bit here on this lower side here, and that's the reason why we are right now, of course, cooling off ever so slightly on this range over here. So right now we are doing a particular strong job here. We're just going sideways, we're just going in a neutral territorium phase here. But let's see where we're heading towards from up this range here. Personally, I do still expect that Bitcoin either can see sideways action here. That's very likely to expect from up this point here, maybe for quite a while here right now. There's also a very big chance that Bitcoin is going to go for a further continuation down, but let me real quickly explain to you guys out there what we could be looking for if we're going to get so. Octavia, donating to the channel, you're saying yo guys, and that is absolutely amazing. Thank you for your support donation. But I am doing very well here. I see Mojidaba, I'm so very bad with pronouncing names here, saying how are you doing, bro? Thanks for stream. No problem, I'm doing very well. Hopefully the chat is doing as well very good, because guys, on today's stream we've got quite a lot of to discuss here. So of course as well, once again, Monday, and usually on the Mondays we tend to see a lot of volatility, and as well usually on the Mondays we can just, of course, the weekend is behind us right now as well. The CME gap is filled. So definitely a very bright week ahead of us right now. But let me quickly go over the 1 hour candles to really give you guys a real good thought about where the market is right now standing here. Of course, what we have been seeing right now on the 1 hour candles is that we have been creating a higher high yesterday. And while we were forming this higher high yesterday here on the in the morning, we were clearly seeing some very interesting things here. So we were seeing, of course, MACD forming a lower high. So the MACD was losing its strength here, while price action was increasing towards the upside. So this was, of course, a bearish effect on the market that we did get generated. As well, what we did saw yesterday there is that the not only MACD was forming a bearish divergence, but as well, if we were looking, of course, to the RSI was as well forming a very significant bearish divergence over here. Because you can clearly see price action forming a higher high, RSI forming lower high. So there's a bearish divergence on the RSI together with on the MACD. We were seeing a double bearish divergence on the highs going to create here. So definitely a pullback from that point was likely to expect here after seeing that very significant bearish divergence on the market. Right now, if we're going to look at the imminent short term where we're trading on right now, and give me a real quick second, I'm real quickly going to take a sip of my water. Right now, I do see that Bitcoin, of course, is forming a lower low. well, we have been forming this lower low on the 1 hour candles. We've been already forming a momentum shift here on the RSI or on the MACD or on any momentum indicator. So yeah, price action is coming down here, momentum is coming down, so we are right now basically in a healthy downtrend, because once you're forming a lower low, you usually tend to start a downtrend. So what we could be expecting is the market going up, and then of course seeing a further continuation down, with of course as well a lower high getting formed here, since we're right now in a downtrend. Of course, the only reasoning how I could not be expecting a downtrend from here on here is of course if Bitcoin is going to be breaking for the red box over here, and then we could be creating maybe some kind of a W pattern. So if Bitcoin is going to see an increasement towards the highs over there, you can clearly see the market could be then create here a higher low on the bigger scale here, and while we're doing so, we're forming a horizontal neckline, and this horizontal neckline is going to be your resistance target here, and then you're forming a beautiful W structure. Maybe we could be of course see something like this here. Sorry, this is a W structure. Maybe we could be forming something like this here, but yeah, for sure this could be playing out for sure well right now here. So yeah, it could be very, very beautiful to see. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. But personally, if we're going to be bouncing from up this range here, yeah, we could be creating this very strong W structure, and this W structure is usually a very clear reverse structure. And since we have been in a bigger downtrend already, if we're going to zoom out here, we've been in a bigger scale downtrend, forming a W here on the market on the lower sides over here could be well for sure result in a major reversal towards the upside. So that's going to be a thing that I will be keeping my eyes at right now on here. Of course, in the bigger scale, we're still forming a higher low here. So that's, of course, respectively still a little bit good, okay, to see here. But, of course, only in the short term, we're forming this lower lows. And that is, of course, only getting me worried right now here. But if you're going to look at the 4-hour candles, yeah, you could be as well approach like a W structure here. So you can see over here, we could be looking at this horizontal neckline. And we're going to, on the 4-hour, going to create this this higher low over here. We're going to form a high low from the lows. If we're going to do so, we could be creating, of course, a W structure, but this is, of course, only if we're going to confirm this W towards the upside. Right now, it's definitely a lot of speculation what we are having here, because we're not seeing a clear bounce yet here. So I can't say to you guys out there, but right now going to get this W, because right now, what we're seeing in the market is that we're forming a downtrend. So we're forming as well in the imminent short term on the 4-hour, we're forming a lower low together with this lower high. So the 4-hour candles are right now definitely in a downtrend, so I will be for sure not say to you guys out there right now, this is a thing to take as your number one scenario, for sure not. I will be taking it in consideration. If Bitcoin is going to see a bounce on this 1-hour and this 4-hour candle over here, yeah, we're going to take it as one of our main scenarios that we're going to see a W structure getting formed here. And such kind of a W structure could be as well result, of course, in a very significant push up towards the upside. Of course, if such kind of a W structure is going to be playing out for Bitcoin, yeah, we could be well in for a further continuation up here, and this trend towards the downside is always going to be reversing. And as well, real big lesson to you guys out there, for the people that are new to trading or new to analyzing candles, etc. If the market is in a downtrend, if a market is in such a significant downtrend, because once again, it is no rocket science what I'm seeing right here. Here, we are clearly seeing a downtrend here on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is forming lower highs and lower lows. And 9 out of the 10 times how such a downtrend is going to shift here is usually with a W structure. So right now, we are definitely forming signals of a W structure. Right now, I can't confirm it yet, like I told you in the beginning of the stream here, but for sure, if we're going to be continuing our path like this here, this could be for sure well play out as a W, and this could be having a very wider positive effect on the market. So that's going to be, of course, absolutely lovely. As well, could be looking at maybe some kind of a new pattern here that we could be creating over here. So we could be looking at this upward sloping support line together with this downward sloping resistance line from the highs over here. And let me draw this correctly real quickly. And we could be looking for this downward sloping resistance line as well from the highs over here. So we could be looking for some kind of an symmetrical triangle, of course, if we're going to be then see this continuation of this this candle over here. So Amir has been a member for 9 months on the channel. Hit up the likes. For more than 9 months, Rover is here for us every single day. Show him some love. And Amir, I know for sure you were one of the first members here on the channel. No, one of the first. You were maybe the first one on the channel here. Absolutely lovely to see you once again over here. So definitely lovely to see you being here. Hopefully you're going to have a very good day here once again, and hopefully I can help you guys out here once again a little bit more. But Amir, you're already here for 9 months. It's crazy. I mean, literally 9 months ago we started, 10 months ago we started the channel, and 9 months ago you could start becoming a member. You were one of the first ones, so big shout out to you, Amir. So as well, guys, let me move further towards the analysis, because someone is as well saying Bitcoin 4-hour bullish divergence, and that is also a thing that I want to be talking about. So yeah, we were just taking this W structure in consideration. We were looking as well for a potential symmetrical triangle like you can see over here, but I will be not taking this as a scenario as long as we're not bouncing on this 4-hour candle right here. So for this scenario to be playing out, we still have to wait for 4-hour candle close. But what we can see right now here if we're going to look at the market, if we're going to zoom in well enough here, you can clearly see here price action has been forming a lower low in the market. While the price action has been forming a lower low in the market, the RSI has been forming a higher low. So we can right now see clearly on the 4-hour RSI, we're forming a regular bullish divergence. So if you don't know yet here, you can see it right now in front of your screen over here. You can see bullish divergence, a regular one. A regular bullish divergence is once the market is forming, of course, a lower low and the momentum indicator is forming a higher low. So we are right now seeing definitely a momentum shift here on the Bitcoin 4-hourly candles, and this could be having once again a very positive effect on the market, and this could be really leading towards this continuation towards higher targets for Bitcoin, and this could be really lead for a further bounce towards the upside as well here. So yeah, this is for sure getting me particularly exciting. I will be keeping my eyes wide open on this one, but still I'm going to say to you guys out there is that on the bigger picture, we're in a downtrend. So we're forming lower highs for sure. And right now we have been starting to form a lower low as well once again. So the real big warning shot I'm only giving to you guys here is that we're still in a downtrend. But as long as we're not bouncing off this range here, I could be not looking for a potential bullish structure right now here. Because yeah, the trend is your friend Tilt. And so we are right now seeing a bullish divergence. And that is for sure a very good signal we're currently getting in the market. And Amy, you're saying, I love your content, bro. And that is absolutely lovely to hear. And I remember, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hourly candles. Some people are talking about it. So yeah, you could be maybe look as well for this downward sub resistance line from the highs over here. And you could be maybe look for an inverse head and shoulders. It could be for sure possible. If we're going to be bouncing back from towards the highs here, we could be looking for an inverse head and shoulders. So you have the left shoulder, you have the head over here, and you have the right shoulder over there. And then we could be for sure look for an inverse head and shoulders. But for me right now, yeah, we could be looking at several trend lines because yeah, we are going to definitely keep this downward sub resistance line in consideration because yeah, right now as well, we're just purely looking to let me quickly enable this once again. We're as well looking to this symmetrical triangle here. So this symmetrical triangle is basically as well, if we're going to be breaking this top side of resistance, we could be for sure well in for further continuation up here. But of course, if the I will be only looking at this significant pattern here, as long as we're going to be bouncing on this 4-hourly candle range here. Otherwise, I will be not taking it as one of my main scenarios on the market right now here. So some people are saying, is it good to open a long right now here? I definitely should be very cautious here. Still going to, I mean, the whole point that I'm trying to make here today on today's video here, on today's stream here is yes, there is definitely a chance that we could be having a further continuation down. That's what I try to explain to you guys out there. I don't see the best opportunity right now to open a long position because I don't see enough signals to do so. Yeah, I do expect the market can be seeing a very significant bounce back up here, but I don't see enough confirmations to for a place to open a very strong long at. So for me, definitely the risk is still definitely there as well. If we're going to look into the funding rates, I do see that the funding rates are still particularly decent, not very extremely high, but they are still positive. So there's still more people in long positions. That's as well getting me worried ever so slightly here. So yeah, take that in consideration right now here as well. EMA ribbon, we're trading below it here on the daily time frame here as well. For the 50-day moving average, we're trading below it as well here. So that's of course as well a little bit unfortunate. We got rejected by this range even. So far we're trading below some very important key momentum indicators. But yeah, you can clearly see market has been in downtrend for quite a while right now, and I do think that we're personally going to be consolidate a bit, and then we could be seeing a further continuation towards higher targets. And unless today we're going to be creating a very big reversal structure here on the 4-hourly candles, where we're going to create a huge W, where we're going to create such kind of a structure, yeah, we could be already seeing this continuation towards higher targets. And especially in the coming week, guys, this is going to be expiration week for everyone who doesn't know yet here. So let me quickly enable this here. Let me quickly enable this and let me quickly look at this, because it's right now November, and on the 26th of November, let me see, 26th of November on the evening, somewhere here. Yeah, here we're going to see an option expiration. And usually on this this vertical line here, if I say, yeah, this vertical line over here, you can see this is basically the place where the options are going to be expiring. And you're maybe asking yourself right now, Rover, what the frinkadooms are those options? I will be quickly explaining to you guys. There are option calls, there are put and calls set up for Bitcoin. To, of course, people are saying, oh, Bitcoin is going to 60k this month, oh, Bitcoin is going to 40k or 30k, and of course those are going to be expiring every last Friday of the month here, and right now they're going to be expiring on the 25th of November. And usually how the option expiration week looks here is usually a little bit more of a bearish week here. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. I would love to see, of course, a little bit more of a bullish week for the option expiration week here. So taking this as well in consideration that this could be having maybe a little bit of a bearish effect on the market. But for sure, as well, I saw like Starbuck, he was talking about it here in the beginning of the stream before we started. Usually, towards Christmas, we see Bitcoin falling off here because retailers are right now taking profits because they still have to be paying and covering all their Christmas presents. And usually, yeah, towards Thanksgiving, we are seeing the prices rise once again here. So please take this as well in consideration. Usually, a lot of retailers are stepping out of the cryptocurrency market near December, near the end of the month here, because yeah, that's usually the time that they have to take some profits because they have to pay for a lot of stuff here. As well, real quickly going to be asking a favor for you guys out there. I see we're currently watching with 900 of you guys out there, and can we right now smash it up to 200 likes here? I see we're only 15 likes away before smashing up to 200 likes here, and it will be truly appreciated if we could be today smash this target up to 200 likes. That will be truly appreciated if we could be doing so. So if you're going to do so, it's going to be very, very valuable if you're going to switch it up as well. Real quickly, going to give you guys a thought here. If, let's say, Bitcoin is going to be really going to come down here, what are the levels that we should be looking to be accumulating massive amounts on Bitcoins at? So what I will be doing, of course, for you guys out there, is that I will be for sure always keep my eyes wide open on this 53.8k barrier. Because this 53.8k barrier is going to be for sure, first of all, we do know there are a lot of limit orders set up on 52k, and that's going to be, for me as well, clear reasons to be maybe expecting, okay, we're not getting back to 52k because, yeah, we're not going to go to 52k because all the limit buy orders are set up over there. That 53.8k is going to be the top side of this range. We could be maybe potentially wick towards that level before, of course, then see this further continuation towards the upside, because usually before going absolutely skyrocket towards the upside, you tend to see a major shakeout where a lot of weekends are going to get shaked out, and a lot of long positions are going to get shaked out, and then you see this continuation towards the upside. So take that as well in consideration once again for you guys out there. But for sure, it's going to be quite exciting on how it's going to be rolling out for Bitcoin and for the cryptocurrencies right now in the market. 57.5k is right now the level we're trading on, and of course the definitely best accumulation zone in my opinion is going to be the 54k, maybe 53.8k. In terms of you really want to be having a very low risk long position, of course, I'm not saying that we necessarily have to go towards that level, but if you don't go towards that level, yeah, you definitely missed out. It's unfortunate, but if we're going to be going towards that level here and you are going to be scooping up such a long position, it's going to be definitely very valuable, and you're going to be definitely have a very strong entry price in my opinion here. So that's, of course, looks very good here as well. For you guys out there that maybe are right now starting to be panicking, I mean, the fundamentals for Bitcoin are not changing. You know, always what I always want to be saying here, people are maybe getting a little bit more bearish. People say the bear market started or Bitcoin is going down. But, you know, Bitcoin is going down, but the fundamentals are not changing. While the Bitcoin is going down, we do see, let's say, just look at DeFi pools for just a second, right? Decentralized finance is growing and growing and growing. This industry is only growing, and we see a very significant uptrend, and the adoption of crypto, DeFi especially, is just keep growing, and the total look value in DeFi is just crazy surge like never before, of course. I should definitely suggest looking at the chart if you do want to be having an idea about where the market is heading towards, because the market is in an uptrend if you're going to look at the adoption, etc. And of course, because the adoption is in an uptrend, I don't really see the market in the end of the day calm down so massively. As well, Emil, donate to the channel. I'm in a low position to 62.6k with a liquidation of 43.6k. Should I take a loss or wait for Bitcoin to bounce back? I mean, personally, you should always take risk management in consideration, of course. But do I really see Bitcoin going back to 43.6k? Personally, I should be maybe start to build up your trade as the market continues down here. You could be building up your trade more and more and more with bigger quantity amounts. But for sure, I don't really. I mean, yeah, for sure, you have to do your own research. I can't give you any financial advice there. In my case, I don't really, of course, the market can come a little bit down here. I don't want to be causing fodder or whatsoever, but there's definitely also a big chance of a bounce from here on. So it's right now definitely decision time for Bitcoin. We just have to wait and see how the candles are going to react towards the market right now here. If they're going to react in a positive way here, yeah, we are going to be most likely seeing a continuation up here. But for me right now, I maybe have to wait another 5 hours from here on, maybe another 8 hours, so I can really say, okay, the market is right now going to see continuation up here or continuation down here. So if we're going to get this continuation down, I don't really see the market going back to 44k or even below the 50k. Below 50k is going to be crazy targets that we're not going to see, in my opinion. But yeah, you definitely have to do and make up your own opinion about it. So let me see. Guys, why are you so bearish? I mean, I'm not very bearish. I'm not very bearish on Bitcoin at all here, to be very honest. I mean, guys, let me know in the chat here because I see, I did a vote here on the chat, right? So go to the community poll. I ask you guys, what is going to be happening first for Bitcoin, 60K or 55K? And like we're right now trading on 57.5K, so we're basically trading on the middle of this range here. So it's literally 2.5K down for the target to reach it on the lower side, and 2.5K up for the target on the upside. So right now, it's of course, 58% of the people saying we're first going to go back to 55K here, so let's see how it's going to be playing out here. I personally will be staying completely neutral in this situation. And of course, whether the market is heading towards, I will be benefit from it both here, because if the market comes down here, I'll be accumulating more Bitcoin. If the market goes up here, I will be, of course, get more dollar valuation in my portfolio. 4 hour volume high note, second leg W. No, I've not seen it. Bitcoin going to 35K. I personally, MetaG, I personally do not really see Bitcoin going down so far here. So many people are throwing bearish targets at us. Right now, what we can see on the weekly time frame, I like to zoom out if we're in doubt, right? So this doesn't look so bearish right here. If you're zooming out, does this look so bearish? Does this look like we're going to continue down towards 30K? Does it look like Bitcoin is about to go for a plunge down here towards these targets on the lower side? I don't see it happening. Give me a second, by the way. For me, if I'm just going to zoom out for a second, I don't want to be so bearish on Bitcoin because it doesn't necessarily look so bearish on the higher time frames. People are starting to get worried here, but the people that are right now starting to get worried maybe have to start zooming out here, because once you're in doubt, guys, please start to zoom out. So yeah, if I'm zooming out here on the market, I clearly can see we are getting a successfully weekly candle retest right now on the market. We can even pull this market a little bit low like this here. Right now, yeah, of course, we're trading below, but this could be for sure flip in towards a wick here, so that doesn't really matter to look at, of course. But for me, right now, I definitely am not very worried about the market at all here. I don't really see markets coming down so massively from this range here. I mean, just look at previous run-ups towards the upside. We tend to see this several times here, and of course, I do know in the end of the day, Bitcoin is going to set a new all-time high. Will be tomorrow, most likely not here. Will be the day after, most likely not as well. But is it going to be in the coming weeks, coming months from now on? For sure, yes. I mean, Bitcoin is growing, and you can't stop Bitcoin. Bitcoin is unstoppable. And I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but like Hillary Clinton is saying that Bitcoin is right now a risk to become the world nation reserve currency, and the dollar is at risk because of Bitcoin. That's what she said. So the governments, the SEC, the governments are afraid of Bitcoin. At least the US government is afraid of Bitcoin because they think it will be taking over the US dollars as the world reserve currency. So they're afraid right now. What shows is they are doing stuff with it, you know? They are doing stuff with it, what means that they're not standing still, and they know they can't stop Bitcoin because Bitcoin is unstoppable, because Bitcoin is literally power to the people. Power to the people. If you're owning Bitcoin, you're owning freedom. Bitcoin is so important for the world, in my opinion. It's important for the freedom, especially right now here. There's so much stuff going on around on the world here, as well with the economic system. The economic system is currently failing all over the world. All over the world, economic systems are failing because there's, of course, like with Bitcoin, there's a set amount of inflation. It's a set amount of scarcity. With the dollar, there's not a set amount of inflation. There's like crazy inflations this year because they were in huge problems because of the pandemic, of course, and they needed money. So they started to print money to solve all the issues. So it's very important to know here. Most Dutch people don't care about slowing. I respect you so much from you. I mean, I hate it at Player, but I don't know why, but still, it just doesn't go away from me. I want to go. It does really want that I'm not going to be having that anymore, but just it stays here. I don't know why. Let me see. Fake outs to 56K and then up. Let's see what we're going to have. Screw Hillary. I mean, I'm not going to talk about my politician thoughts here whatsoever. So, I mean, I'm just thinking about everything what is going to be big here, and the Great Reset is going to come here for the economic system. And I mean, the always in every single Great Reset and every single financial crisis, there's always one thing that's going to be changing up here. Like, when it was like in 2008, we had like sorry, no, I don't know exactly when it was here, but of course, there was an economic crisis, and then we start to go online banking. Then the next economic crisis, we had like the cars that we can pay with cards. And the next crisis we're going to get in the financial system, I personally think in the next crisis that we're going to get, we're not going to have any physical money anymore. Everything will be going through cards. Everything will go through your phone. I think that is going to be the thing. I don't think that you're going to be having physical money anymore because, you know, they can stop all the crime in the world if you can't use physical money anymore. As well, if everyone is going to use cryptocurrencies, there will be no crime anymore. And people still yet don't understand here because people say to me, but Roper, Bitcoin is criminal money. That's not true, because if all the criminals are going to be using Bitcoin, they're going to get effed because they will be getting caught. Of course, there are some other cryptos that they can use that are true. Some like some private cryptos they can use. But if they're going to use Bitcoin, every transaction they can't cash it out. They can't really pay something with it, because if they're going to cash it out here, they know their name, you know, so, and they can see every single transaction on the blockchain. And if they're going to do it with cash, they don't know who's from. They don't know who's this from. So there's definitely a very misunderstanding here. If everything should be, let's say, paid in Bitcoin, I don't think that Bitcoin is going to be a good payment method, but a good store of value. But everything will be in crypto, then everything will be transparent. And I know for sure there will be less criminal activities around here. That's the whole point. El Salvador is building a Bitcoin city. That's true, guys. That's pretty crazy. El Salvador is going to be building a Bitcoin city here with 0% income taxes, etc., etc. That's pretty crazy. I maybe have to move to El Salvador, but truly it's an amazing city that they're going to build. I'm going to visit it for sure. A Bitcoin city, guys. Just all the people into crypto are going to go to El Salvador, to the Bitcoin city. And it's going to be extreme. I think El Salvador will be one of the most wealthiest countries in South America. I'm for sure. I'm for sure that El Salvador will become the richest country over there. I think they're doing a very good job here, and especially with focusing as well on the Bitcoin community. I mean, usually the Bitcoin community has a lot of money to spend here. Like in Dubai, there's well, very, very big Bitcoin community, and they all live there. And you know how Dubai earns so much, the Emirates basically earn so much money because they spent a lot of money over there to activities, to whatsoever, you know. So that's a very strong thing that they're doing right now here. I think it's a very tactical step in the right direction for the country to become, of course, better, get their name out here, to get more tourism, and of course to make more money as a country. So I think it's a very strong job that they're doing so. Let me see. If a poor economy can gain wealth through crypto, they will be not commit crimes to survive. No, for sure not. For sure not. So yeah, pretty interesting, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button. It will be truly appreciated if we're going to do so. What is your plan? Plan A or Plan B? I mean, if we're going to look at Plan B real quickly, guys. If we're going to look at Plan B. Let me know real quickly if you do agree with their predictions there, because if we're going to look at Plan B, they have been, of course, making a prediction like 2 or 3 months ago that November we will be trading on $98,000. Guys, do you still think that in the coming 8 days, ahead of us right now, we're going to see an increasement of an approximately, let me quickly check this up here, do you think that Bitcoin could be seeing this increasement from the lows here? Let me quickly see how much percentage-wise this is here. Do you think that we're going to see a 70% increase within the coming 8 days here? Do you think it's going to be happening? Let me know in the chat here. Do you think Plan B is going to be right here for the month of November? And besides that, do you think Plan B is going to be right for December? Personally, how I still see it, I still think that Bitcoin is going to reach 100k in the coming 3 months here. I don't necessarily have to be getting towards the 135k for December. I don't necessarily think that is necessarily to reach the target. But what I do expect here, to be honest, if I'm going to talk really personal and if I just really talk out of what I expect, I do expect that Bitcoin is going to set the 100k target in the coming 3 months ahead of us right now. So that will be as well truly amazing if we're going to see that playing out, of course. Let me see what we're going to have. And Plan B is invalid. Mega bounce incoming. I mean, will be truly amazing if we're going to see so. I do think the chances are relatively low that we're going to reach this target, personally, if I say it myself here. So Medica saying no, of course. I mean, personally, if you're going to say it's going to be happening, that big of an increase, it's just a matter of a few days here, 8 days, excuse me. I do think it's as well a rational call, and I don't think that you should really call that, to be very honest. I mean, not for November. Maybe they're going to be a week after, could be as well possible. Someone is saying it in the chat here, but personally I don't really see this going to be happening. And as well, I don't think that we're going to reach 135k for December. I personally do really expect where Bitcoin is going to see the 100k target getting reached in the coming 3 months here. Maybe some people think Bitcoin has to top out in 2021. Personally, I don't see it at all like that. I personally do expect that Bitcoin is going to, not necessarily see a top here, but I do expect that Bitcoin is carrying its momentum into 2022 here, and I do think it's going to be very bright few months as well over there as well. With the Ethereum update we're going to get in Q1 2022, it's going to be definitely a very exciting time here we're going to have in the market on those dates here, and it's going to be very nice here, and I'm looking forward towards it. So yeah, looking very much forward towards it. Dollar index, please look at the dollar index chart. So let me go over the dollar index chart real quickly to discuss here if we see some very crucial things here, some important things to discuss here. So yeah, we have been seeing the dollar index on the last 2 days here has been rising once again. Here it is increasing towards our resistance target. It has been finding some struggles of breaking through this range. Of course, you can clearly see the dollar index is right now increasing towards this range here. Usually, it retests this range quite a lot here, and yeah, what I would love to see is, of course, a major rejection from this level. Personally, yeah, I can't say it's really going to happen here, but yeah, we can see right now the dollar index is overbought here. Usually on the market of the dollar index is overbought, we tend to come down massively, but we could be for sure still create a further continuation towards the higher targets here. The usually ones were overbought, we come down very quickly, like you can see on the weekly time frame. So right now the dollar index is indeed overbought on the weekly time frame, so this could be having a little bit more of a bullish effect, maybe necessarily not in this week, but maybe in the next week ahead of us, or maybe the next week afterwards. So yeah, looking forward towards how it's going to be playing out for the dollar index. But of course, like you guys already know here probably, if the dollar index is going to come down here, this will be having a positive effect on the market for Bitcoin, because if the dollar is getting less worth here, every single Bitcoin against $1 is going to get more worth. So that's going to be having a positive effect on the market here. So looking forward towards what we're going to happen here. So the dollar index is indeed pumping here. As someone is saying, goodbye bull run. Hello 30k Bitcoin. I mean, 30k Bitcoin is definitely not going to happen. And I mean, you have to really think this twice. I should definitely not base your opinion about this one here, because you can clearly see here since July, the end of July here, so begins September, Bitcoin has been seeing a massive rally here. So dollar index rised here from August here towards the level we're trading on right now, 4.6%. And if we're going to look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin rises as well from August here, let me see, as well, and approximately 63% here. So dollar index rises, but still, it doesn't mean Bitcoin has to go down here. It only means it requires a little bit more money for Bitcoin to go up here. So yeah, if the dollar index then continues to come down here, it's going to be once again having a little bit more of a positive effect on the Bitcoin market. So no, there's definitely not a reason to expect a bull or bear market. I mean, as well, the dollar index is right now trading against a critical range of resistance, and if we're going to get a rejection of this range here, this will be meaning that Bitcoin is going to get a lot of steam towards itself, because I can tell you already, if the dollar index is going to come down with approximately 10% here, to really do a calculation here, if it's going to come down with approximately 7% over here, this means basically that Bitcoin is going to increase as well within approximately 7%, even more if I say it correctly. So it's a very important chart to look at here. It trades against Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin, yeah, just requires more money if it's going to be, if the dollar index goes up here, it just requires Bitcoin to have more money in it to, of course, go to higher targets here. But for sure, definitely very exciting what we currently are having. But if it goes down here, the dollar index, yeah, I definitely would love to see so, because this will be having a very positive effect on the riding market for Bitcoin. So yeah, looking forward towards where we could be heading towards. And let's talk as well a little bit about some other projects right now on the market. So let me real quickly go over Ethereum to see what we really do see with Ethereum right now here. Let me see what Ethereum is doing. So Ethereum did move a little bit above this range here. It came down all the way once again here. So right now it looks to be, yeah, Ethereum as well forming lower low in the market here. It's forming a lower low in the MACD, so it's definitely in a healthy downtrend right now here. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. So we could be maybe up for a major consolidation pattern for the Ethereum price action. We have been already seeing a minor bounce towards the upside from this level here. What you can see over here is that from the highs towards the lows here, yeah, we have been really consolidating on this range here. We have been forming already in the symmetrical triangle structure over here. We have been forming lower highs over here. We have been forming higher lows as well here. So this looks, of course, definitely very exciting on the market. And this looks, of course, particularly strong right now about where we could be heading towards. Of course, what you want to be seeing in the end of the day is, of course, the top side getting broken here. Right, it's still in the beginning stages of this pattern. You got clearly a touch points on the lower side. We got clear rejections on the top side. So right now, yeah, we do want to be seeing a continuation of more consolidation on this pattern to see, of course, really where the market is heading towards from this point over here. On the 4-hourly candles, it's looking particularly good here, to be honest. If we're going to look at the Ethereum chart here, because Ethereum is basically what you can see over here, higher low getting formed there, higher highs as well getting formed. So Ethereum is definitely not necessarily such kind of a bearish structure, to be very honest. Some people maybe will see this as a bearish structure for Ethereum. I will be definitely not see this as a bearish structure on the market as well. If Ethereum is really going to come down from this point here, we're going to create massive bullish divergence because, yeah, the RSI is particularly trading high right now. So that's, of course, as well very interesting to see this on the market. As well, what I will be still aiming for is maybe the stop sign of resistance. If we're going to reach it, this will be providing major resistance for Ethereum on the market here, but it's still yet to get reached here as well. Maybe you could have been looking at this downward sloping resistance line from the highs over here, and you can clearly see previous support flipped into resistance here. So this is, of course, also pretty interesting line to look at maybe. If you're going to look at some momentum indicators, you can clearly see we're trading below the EMA ribbon in a downtrend right now here. So of course, important to look at. If we're going to look at the Bollinger Bands here, you can see usually once we're trading on the lower side, we are tend to bounce here. So we're right now trading particularly on the lower side here. So I do think a bounce is going to be more likely to expect for the Ethereum price section from approximately this range here. So it's looking good here. And usually once the Bollinger Bands is squeezing its price in towards an apex here, like you can see over here right now, the Bollinger Bands is coming towards each other right now. You can clearly see usually that is going to signify we're going to be having a volatility shock, just like we had over here. Bollinger Bands is squeezing its price section towards an apex, particular low squeeze we got over here, and usually once it's very wider, we just got like the volatility shock, and here it squeezed itself in towards an apex, and it saw once again a volatility shock. So yeah, definitely very interesting to look at, and right now we are squeezing the price in here, and we could be maybe in for some more volatility anytime soon once again here on the Ethereum price action. On the daily time frame, Ethereum does really reminds me of some kind of the S&P 500 chart here. Personally, yeah, we did broke the very important uptrend towards the upside. I still think we could be seeing a further continuation up here. We can clearly see as well, if we're going to look at the horizontal level where we bounced off, you can clearly see here, this range over here provided us a support, so previous resistance flipped into support, and right now providing support again. I do see this level holding us up very, very well right now, and we can see as well the previous autumn highs right now. So far holding the price action up as well for the Ethereum holders out there. So this is of course looking good here. You can clearly see previous resistance flipped into support once again, providing support. So yeah, $4,200 US, 41.82 is going to be a crucial level for Ethereum to hold on towards, and right now we are still holding on towards this level. So yeah, we are doing a particular strong job here on the market here. So far we're doing a very strong job for Ethereum, and so far we're holding very well up here. So yeah, we'll be definitely keep my eyes wide open on Ethereum, and I will be for sure keep my eyes wide open on this new pattern we're currently creating as well on this market. So looking forward towards it. And someone is saying, I'm into Ethereum since 2020. You're doing a good job here. I mean, I've been into Ethereum real long already. So definitely very exciting. Definitely very exciting what we are currently having here. I own Ethereum. I mean, I own Ethereum as well here. I mean, the reason why I right now own way more Ethereum than Bitcoin here is because I'm anticipating the merge. And for everyone out there who doesn't know what the merge is, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Who does know what is going to come for Ethereum in Q1 2022? Let me know. Go to the chat and let me know. Do you know what is going to be happening in Q1 2022 for Ethereum? Because still, I'm trying to help you guys out there. I'm trying to help my audience to make very good profits here, because that's, of course, at the end of the day, my goal here. I want to be making my profits myself as well, and I want to be sharing my thoughts about how I do make profits, and then I want to be teaching you guys as well on how I do make profits here. So let me real quickly know here. Do you know what is going to be happening for Ethereum in Q1 2022 here? Of course, there's a little bit of a delay in the stream here, so I will be probably most likely see the chat rolling up anytime soon here. Let me see. No, someone's saying no. Let me see. Rover, when do you think the Ethereum update will be there? I heard something around 2 February. No, please tell me no. A lot of people still yet don't know here. So it looks to me that a lot of people don't know what is going to be happening with Ethereum. And I see a lot of requests about VeChain as well. Engine, I will be going over it. Some people are saying Ethereum 20k. I mean, you know what's going to be happening in Q1 2022 here. There is no exact date yet here. They said first December 2021 here. It got delayed towards 1st January, and then they said Q1 2022 here. So in Q1 2022 here, Ethereum 2.0 will come. The complete version of Ethereum 2.0 will come here. So like a period ago here, like the London hard fork update, for everyone who doesn't know what it is here, was happening on the 5th of August. And of course, the London hard fork update, I don't know if you were aware about that one, was basically the reason why Ethereum shoot up so massively towards the upside. And that was, of course, happening because of this massive hype run up here. The London hard fork update for Ethereum was basically the update what make Ethereum burn coins. And you can see so far, if we're going to look at the total burn, what we got here, if we're going to go to all, we have been seeing that we almost burned 1 million tokens of Ethereum. So that's a pretty crazy amount of Ethereum that we got there. And because of the burning tokens, the inflation rates for Ethereum came down massively. And that's, of course, a very positive effect we're having on the market. But the merge, that is the next update that's going to come for Ethereum, will be as well having a very positive effect on the market. Well, Bitcoin is, by the way, pumping here. We'll keep you guys up to date about the Bitcoin market as well here. So the merge is as well going to come up, and that is going to be the next big update here. So we do know that this hype run up started here because of the London hard fork update here for Ethereum. And of course, in the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, it looks something like this here. So this approximately, let me see, I think it was, yeah, 170% surge here. This 170% surge approximately happened here because of the anticipation, of course, of the London hard fork upgrade. So that's, of course, an extremely big run up that we got in the market. But what we basically can explain to you guys out there right now is that the merge is going to come out in Q1 2022, and the merge is going to remove the proof of work on Ethereum, and Ethereum will go over completely on proof of stake. That basically means here is that you can't mine Ethereums anymore. You can only stake your Ethereums to secure the network and to, of course, gain your rewards from it. So that's, of course, pretty interesting what we can currently see here, and it will be, of course, make Ethereum an extremely environment-friendly coin and an environment-friendly token. So that's, of course, very exciting. But what does the merge brings with us as well here? The merge does as well brings with us that there's going to not be any inflation anymore, because like you can see over here, currently Ethereum has a 1.8% inflation a year since the London hard fork came out, London hard fork upgrade came out here. But as soon in Q1 2022 here, the merge is going to come out here, we are going to be seeing a 2.4% deflation for Ethereum a year. So while we are right now seeing Ethereum having an approximately 1.8% inflation a year, if the Q1 update for Ethereum is going to come out here, so the update calls the merge, and they call the merge here is because it's the beacon chain that's going to come together with the other chain here. So it's going to be completely the beacon chain that's going to be taking over the Ethereum network. So it's going to become, of course, over to proof of stake here. So once the update comes out here for Ethereum, we're going to have a 2.4% deflation a year. So what basically means here is that there's going to be no supply growth anymore for Ethereum. Because if you don't know already, you can see over here, Ethereum doesn't have limited supply. It has currently 118 million supply. And if the update comes out here, we're going to have every single year 2.4% less supply. And that will be meaning, first of all, it's going to be a major hype run that we're going to get. So first of all, what's going to happen in Q1 2022 here is that it's going to be the month of Ethereum. It's going to be periods that Ethereum is going to be absolutely skyrocket to extreme high targets. Of course, we don't exactly know which targets, but what we do know right now is that Ethereum is trading on 4,000 US dollars, and it is a very strong buying opportunity. And if you're going to be thinking very good here towards the future, and if you're thinking very good about how to front run hype run-ups, you should be accumulating Ethereum right now here. And that is also one of these reasons why Ethereum is my biggest holding in my position. Hey guys, by the way, Bitcoin is definitely pumping right now here, so it's definitely very exciting. But for you guys out there that are not holding Ethereum, please know what is going to be happening. And if you do know, and if you do your research about what is going to be happening for Ethereum in the coming months ahead of us, you do know right now that this is going to be one of the biggest updates that are going to come in the whole cryptocurrency space here, and Ethereum will become deflationary, and this will be make you massive profits. This will be making you massive profits if you're going to be making an investment for the coming 4 to 5 months right now here. I should say, and if you want to be making a very safe investment, no financial advice, I personally really look at Ethereum right now here, because Ethereum is going to just bring me so much wealth here, in my opinion. So give me a real quick second, by the way. please let me as well, Bitcoin pumping indeed, guys. We see Bitcoin pumping here. But yeah, let me real quickly as well know in the chat here, what do you think about Ethereum right now? And do you really understand the merge here a little bit? If you do have some questions about the merge, please let me know here. Ethereum will never reduce their fees. Transaction speed sucks as well. I mean, the transaction speed is not bad, only the fees are high. But King Yen, as soon as the proof of work will be removed, we're going to go to a proof of stake. And I can tell you as well, with Ethereum 2.0, the transaction fees will be massively reduced. So that is as well a particular positive effect on the market. So I shouldn't be all too worried about that one too, for sure. And what will be happening as well if Ethereum 2.0 comes out here is that the most amount of layer 2 solution projects are going to become not really useful anymore. So please keep your eyes out on that one. But some people are saying, oh, but Ethereum has such high transaction fees. But some people don't know. If there are so many projects built on, let's say, the Binance Smart Chain as on the Ethereum network, the Binance Smart Chain will be having the same issue. Because you know what? Some people don't know it, but the Binance Smart Chain is basically a copy of the Ethereum network, but only proof of stake. So as soon as Ethereum is going to go over in the merge and is going to go over proof of stake, it will be exactly the same as the Binance Smart Chain. But of course, if the Binance Smart Chain will be having so much projects built on it, it will be as well have to increase its transaction fees, etc. And it will be as well become slower. So some people don't know really the point here, but the Binance Smart Chain is basically literally a ripoff of Ethereum, but only proof of stake. They literally copied their code, proof of stake, and that is it. So it's very, very important to know here. So let me real quickly looking towards it. I will wonder if I flip half my Bitcoin of 29k into Ethereum. I mean, you should always do your own research. I always will say to you guys out there, do your own research. But guys, before going further towards content, I will be going over EGLD. I will be going over VeChain as well here, because EGLD has been one of my best buys here in the last month here. But real quickly going to go, and as well Crypto.com, guys, it's crazy increasing like never seen before. Look at Crypto.com, guys. It's trading on such high levels. It even traded on 80 cents yesterday. Today, I mean. So that's pretty crazy, but 80 cents is a crazy amount of valuation for Crypto.com coin. Yeah, please do your own research. Please do your own research. But guys, I want to be real quickly asking you guys a favor by smashing up that like button. We're right now only having 380 likes, guys. Can we smash it up to 400 likes here before being, let's say, 1 hour into the stream here? So guys, of course, smashing up the like button will be definitely help me out massively. But not only me here, because the more people smashing up the like button, the more viral cryptocurrency content is going, because the YouTube algorithm sees, okay, they are liking cryptocurrency content, and that will be allowing us to, of course, get more viral on YouTube with crypto content, but will be allowing us to get more people exposed to crypto trading, to crypto in general, and of course to help more people with knowledge in crypto. So it's definitely going to be a win-win scenario for everyone out there. If you're going to be smashing up the like button right now here, we'll be truly appreciated if you're going to do so. But let me real quickly go into EGLD, guys, because EGLD has been seeing a massive run up here, and EGLD is definitely not stopping. And guys, you really have to listen to me, because no, I mean, you always have to do your own research over here, because I said to everyone out there is that I bought an approximately $100,000 into EGLD while we were trading on $270. And some people called me crazy because they said, oh, Rover, you're buying near to all-time high. It was over here, but literally I bought it before this pump over here happened. So some people said, oh, Rover, you're crazy, you're buying near to all-time highs. But I'm very sad. I mean, I already hold EGLD for quite a while here. Elrond is as well performing very strong here. I think Elrond is going to be a top 10 coin as well here. And personally, I do see Elrond really increasing his way to top 10. I mean, it would be stupid if you're not going to be thinking that Elrond can't do so. I think Elrond is going to be definitely a top 10 coin one day. I think it's a very strong project. And what EGLD right now is doing is like crazy. We can see clearly. All-time high resistance, We break above it, flip it into support, continuation up here. And of course, this is a massive spike that we're currently getting. Of course, I'm still going to hold my EGLD. I'm not necessarily going to take profits off it, because I personally think it can go to easy $2,000 next year all alone already. So yeah, I'm very excited about EGLD. I'm very excited about where it could be heading towards, and it is absolutely flying right now here, and I love to see it. And of course, on the 1 hour candles, you can clearly see we are right now in a parabolic run up here, and this is what literally a parabolic run up looks like. And of course, there's more and more coins going parabolic right now lately, right? So many of these altcoins are just literally going parabolic, and it's just lovely to see just those gains around the corner here. You can clearly see parabolic run up here getting started. Of course, I will be saying to you guys out there, if you really want to be accumulating Elrond, yeah, the risk is most certainly increasing right now if we're going to be, of course, buying in towards an uptrend and buying in towards a parabolic uptrend especially. So please take that in consideration. Please be very cautious. I would be definitely say that to you guys out there. Be cautious right now with accumulating it. But for sure, I don't really see it necessarily stopping off anytime soon here. But we could be experiencing maybe some sell-offs, especially if you're trading at optimized every single wallet at versus a profit. What is going to be usually result in, of course, the market coming having some more sell pressure. And of course, if this is going to get a cool off, there could be a very heavy cool off period before that, maybe a continuation further up here. But yeah, definitely risk is most certainly increasing. But if you're going to be buying Elrond, I should at least own it for a little bit longer. I should not only own it for, let's say, a month. I should definitely, if you're going to be investing in Elrond, make an investment for the coming 6 months here, make an investment for the coming years. I think it's going to be a very good investment if you're going to do it like that here. Ever so slightly, bro. So that's definitely lovely to see here. I own 100 million Shiba. I'm Shiba Army. I mean, I don't like Shiba. Maybe you do like it. But yeah, you definitely have to do your own research. So some people are asking us, should I take profits in EGLD, Bitcoin, or USDT? I mean, profits in USDT? How are you going to take profits in USDT? But I mean, for you guys out there, definitely very exciting. I called EGLD yesterday in the stream. I mean, bro, congratulations. Good job, bro. But yeah, we've been talking about EGLD already for quite a while on the channel. And it's performing very strong right now. It's performing very, very strong. Let me as well real quickly move into VeChain. VeChain is finding a bottom right now, it looks like. It's still coming down here, but I personally think that the run-up for VeChain is as well going to be inevitable at some point. It's just going to be having a similar run-up like Elrond. I personally think that if you're going to be still want to be making good gains here, you should be taking your eyes out wide open on VeChain. And VeChain is going to, in the end of the day, do the similar structures like Elrond is doing right now here. And of course, we are seeing clearly higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed. And I personally do see the VeChain still doing an easy 2-3x from here on, easy 4x as well possible. And there's definitely a very big chance that VeChain is going to reach the $1 in the coming 3 months ahead of us, especially with these bullish moves right now ahead of us with Christmas, etc., where supply chain blockchains are most likely going to be performing very well good in. So definitely very exciting what we're currently having here. Does Crypto Rover has a Facebook? No, I don't have Facebook. If there's a Facebook page of me, it is a fake page, so please look out. I do hate Facebook, so I never use it. So that's very, I don't really like social media at all, to be honest. Hello, Crypto Rover. Do you like any crypto gems available on Binance right now here? Much appreciated. I can be going over some crypto gems in a second here. So let me see. But yeah, Chainlink is as well very cheap. I think VeChain is as well extremely cheap right now here. It's definitely undervalued. And just what we need right now to have here is that the Bitcoin market is just going to be stop with this cool off period. And if the Bitcoin market is going to be bouncing back very strong from of this range over here, yeah, I personally do really see as well that the price action of VeChain could be as well will have this further continuation towards rather higher targets than lower targets from this point as well. Real quickly going to check up here, and guys, we currently got like 650 subscribers, so that's really amazing that we did reach this target here today. Guys, my real target for today is going to be reaching the 68.7k subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it will be truly appreciated if you're going to do so, because subscribing to the channel will be allowing you to not miss out on any of this further content that we are dropping out on the channel. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to do so right now here, and maybe we could even reach as well the 68.7k target today on the live stream, and that's going to be extremely valuable if we're going to have so. I loaded up on VeChain for me as well, bro. I am extremely big into VeChain. And maybe some people are saying you can take your profits of EGLD into VeChain. That's for sure possible. But I definitely love VeChain a lot here. I think VeChain is definitely currently one of the most undervalued projects, and I think it's going to be absolutely melt a lot of faces here in the coming months ahead of us as well. I do think that December already is going to be extremely strong month for the project and for the coin in general. So that's of course a thing I am looking forward to us right now here, and I definitely think we should start to get extremely excited about it right now. Real quickly as well, going to check out of this. Bitcoin shorts are definitely increasing right now on the past days here. We have been seeing a massive rise here since the 11th of November. So since the past 10 days here, we have been seeing a spike in the Bitcoin shorts getting started. So yeah, there are more shorts getting activated. What's relatively positive side on the market what we're currently having here. Let me quickly check out on some other projects here on the market. Let me quickly go over Chainlink real quickly. I think Chainlink as well, of course, if we're going to look at this wider pennant that we did generate over here, yeah, we traded below it, we traded above it again. It shows a little bit of less significance right now on this trend line. What we can basically still see on the Chainlink price action that we're forming still this high-low structure, but the trend line, of course, got broken. What I want to be saying with Chainlink right here, as you can clearly see here, of course, top side resistance, 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 resistance. Right now, want to be seeing the stop side getting broken. As soon as we do break this top side of resistance, yeah, we could be then in for this continuation towards higher targets for the market here. Yeah. So far, I want to be, keep my eyes wide open what Chainlink is going to do here. I'm extremely bullish about Chainlink. It has been forming a very bullish structure here on this market. It has been forming this higher low structure all along. We have been seeing this major distribution where everyone thought VeChain was going to be dying. But of course, all the people that are willing to sell their VeChain, Chainlink did sold off their Chainlink, and of course, if you did sold the bottom over here on 12 US dollars, you absolutely feel screwed here. But definitely very exciting what we're currently having here. I personally think that Chainlink is going to be a very good performing coin here. Just the chart looks very similar like VeChain right now here, and I think that the VeChain and Chainlink is going to be moving in a similar pace towards the upside, and a similar very rapid pace towards the upside. That's going to be extremely exciting here, of course. Do you think VeChain after December is done? No, for sure not. I don't think that VeChain is done for sure after December, because VeChain is definitely one of those coins that is going to be very good performing, because they have a real good use case and they bring cryptocurrencies to real worlds, and that is of course definitely lovely to see here. So I do not really see that VeChain is done after December. I think it's just getting started, and as well in the coming years ahead of us, VeChain is going to be a good performing coin here. Solana, please. I can go over Solana for a second. So, while we'll be going over Solana, guys, we'll quickly going to take some more water. And don't forget to huddle, guys. Don't forget to huddle. Just always hold on for their life. Hold on their life. Hold on their life. So, what we're seeing with the Solana price action, of course, we have been talking about this daily level support. So, previous resistance from the all-time high flipped it to support over here, and flipped it to support on the previous downtrend over here. Right now, we're still forming an ever so slightly downtrend on the highs over here. Like you can clearly see, we're still getting rejected by this range. That's particularly unfortunate to see. So, on the 4-hourly candles, yeah, you can clearly see we are getting these rejections towards the market. We are clearly providing this rejection on the market, and we're clearly still moving down from this range here. So there's of course particularly interesting what we're currently having on the market. We could be maybe create a massive consolidation pattern here from the lows, but for sure, Solana is right now consolidating ever so slightly here. Could be seeing for sure well breakout anytime soon here, while Bitcoin is well coming down ever so slightly here with a big wick on the top side here on the 1-hour candles, right? Like you can see over here. Personally, I do think the volatility can kick in anytime soon. By the way, guys, real quickly going to be bringing out a very interesting topic here. It's like in 34 minutes, we're going to close a new 1-hour candle, and every single time on the next 1-hour candle here, what we have been live here for the past week here, we have been seeing a pump here. So let's see if we're going to see another pump here on 11 o'clock here, at least from my time, 11 o'clock here. Of course, if you probably live all over the world here, so for your time is a little bit differently. But let's see if we're going to get once again a pump on that time frame. I personally, if we're going to look back here, we get one on 11 o'clock here. This one was as well on, let me see. Oh, this one was not 11 o'clock. This one was as well 11 o'clock. Oh, no, it was not 11 o'clock. Where it was? Oh, yeah, wait, I forgot here. So this big wick on the lower side was 11 o'clock. This pump over here was 11 o'clock. This one as well, 11 o'clock. So yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty crazy that we got that. So let's see how this is going to be playing out. And of course, yeah, this one was a little bit earlier than 11 o'clock. But yeah, we got like 3 weeks in a row over there, so that's pretty crazy. So let's see how it's going to be playing out right now here for this this time all around here. So hopefully we're going to see that beautiful pump once again here. So it's 1:30 a.m. On Las Vegas. That's pretty crazy, guys. Let me know how late it is at your place. I'm very curious. But yeah, Solana is right now still in the downtrend on the 4-hour candles. Still moving it ever so slightly towards the downside as well on the daily time frame. It has been forming lower highs along the way here, so yeah, do need to see, of course, a breakthrough of the all-time high once again to see further continuation up here. But so far, Solana is moving up at a very healthy pace towards the upside, guys. Very, very healthy pace here. What about Q2? Do you expect the bear market ever? I have said it several times before, but I don't think there's going to be a bear market like we always had before in Bitcoin, because to expect a bear market like this over here, a period that we're going to be seeing the market, let me quickly do this real quickly like this here, to expect the market to do something like this here, of course, then have a way more slight, like something like this here, to expect to see the market do this once again here. I do think it is definitely out of the books. I don't think that we're going to have, so how I do expect a bear market, let's say the bear market is starting over here. Let me see, some people are saying it in the chat right now. We'll be talking a little bit further about this in a moment here. So some people are saying 11:30 a.m. here, so it's pretty crazy. Good morning for you, man. Let me see, 7:30 in Australia. That's pretty early as well. Oh, it's p.m. It's in the evening. That's crazy. 7 a.m. in Florida. I mean, yeah, you are waking up very early, man. Utrecht, same time here. Pretty cool. A lot of people are waking up very early. All the people from America right now watching, you guys are absolutely savages, because watching from America right now is pretty crazy. You're probably up very. You are up very early, but you guys don't sleep. Americans don't sleep. It's crazy. It's definitely very crazy. But yeah, what I do really expect here for the Bitcoin, if there's going to be a bear, I don't really see a bear market like we always had, right? So a bear market, what this is basically, is a sudden loss of interest. And of course, in 2017, there was definitely a sudden loss of interest, because the market really had not really a big use case, and there was not really big things into crypto. But right now we have different stuff here. We have like the inflation, we have like the insane money printing, we have like institutional interest, and that's the reason why Bitcoin is not going to be having such a sudden loss of interest. So many people are saying in the chat always like, oh man, I'm looking forward towards this bear market because I'm going to buy the bear market. And I mean, it's so hard to say when we are in the bear market or not, because I do think that Bitcoin is going to be going into an endless cycle. I think Bitcoin is in an endless cycle where we're going to have major run-ups, major corrections, where in every single correction, everyone is going to say we're in a bear market. And of course, on the next run-up towards the upside, people say, oh, no, we're not in a bear market. We're in a bear market. We're not in a bear market. We're in a bear market. And it's going to be endless going on and on and on. And I do see Bitcoin is going to create massive correction, 40% correction, 50% corrections, but not 85% corrections where we're going to trade 4 years below crazy low targets and the market is going to do nothing. I don't see that happening, to be honest. Yeah, pretty excited. 3 p.m. China, that's pretty crazy. Every stream, only good thing about work. Every stream, good thing about working nights here. That's true here. That's true. Working nights as well, pretty cool. Very lovely that you're tuning in to the stream here from working your night shift or whatsoever. So that's pretty crazy. So maybe in 20 minutes we're going to see a major pump here. So it will be truly lovely to see this. Dude, Bitcoin will be going to the moon. In the end of the day, Bitcoin is eventually, it is successful, and it is definitely eventually going to the moon. Let me see. Rover, what's the best leverage multiplier in your opinion? I mean, it really depends on the risk to reward setup here, guys, to be honest. So let me know if you have some requests here about some certain coins here where we could be looking at real quickly. Let me quickly look at the liquidations here. Liquidation not very high right now, to be honest. A lot of volatility in the market. Of course, we're still going to look at some interesting things here where we could be, of course, basing our thoughts off that we are not right in the bull market top here. Is, of course, the active addresses usually tend to spike here once we're going to be, sitting at the market tops here, at market peaks here, and right now we're sitting on pretty low stages of the market because there are not a lot of retailers active, basically, because there are not a lot of number of addresses active. And in 2017, you can see the market topped out because there was a most amount of active addresses, because once the most amount of FOMO is there, once the most amount of retailers are stepping in here, we usually tend to see a shakeout in the market, and we tend to, of course, top out on the market. And what we are seeing right now, we're sitting on pretty low stages over here, of course. So that's, of course, particularly exciting what we're having over here, and I particularly look forward towards where we could be heading towards here. So let me see here, Mbox. Let me go over Mbox real quickly. I don't know. Mbox, we have been talking about it for several times here on the channel. This has been moving up very quickly. It came up very quickly over here. It was not forming any bearish divergence, so it was, of course, looking particularly good here. Let me looking towards the 1 hour candle. So it has been in a downtrend right now, ever so slightly. It has been forming lower lows. Has been forming lower highs as well. If we're going to look at the momentum, it's definitely losing its momentum as well right now. On the MACD, we're seeing some kind of a reversal structure getting formed there. MACD is forming a higher low over here. Price actually forming lower low, so it's, of course, a relatively bullish thing to see so right now. But besides that, we're definitely in a minor downtrend on the 1 hour candles right now on this project over here, where you could be maybe start to look for a very strong bounce here. Of course, you can see already this is the previous bottom that we found here. Right now, we're finding a bottom on it as well, and we could be maybe look for this next target on the over here if we're going to fail to hold on towards this higher range over here. So definitely very exciting what we currently have here, and it will be for sure take your eyes wide open on this range here, and it should for sure yeah, look at these levels for very strong consolidation and for very strong bounces from this level. So yeah, pretty interesting what we currently are seeing on this market here, and pretty interesting on how it's going to be playing further out here as well. You can see clearly this level provided this very strong previous support and resistance, and so far this it's holding us up very well here, and so far it's doing a particularly good job here. So yeah, looking forward towards where it could be heading towards. MBOX USDT $6.50 here is the level that we're right now trading on, but for me the biggest accumulation zone is going to be this retest of this highs over here if you really want to be accumulating $5.50 there. But yeah, the major run up here, approximately 100% surge. But yeah, pretty interesting what we're having as well. If we're going to look at daily support here, we're right now bouncing off it as well. So this could be as well still provide us very strong support if we're going to just purely look at the daily target. So this is definitely very lovely to see. So definitely very lovely to see. So guys, let me see. I just longed it. Easy. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's see what we're going to have here. Hopefully, we're going to see this continuation up here. Will be lovely. I mean, let's see. Let's see. So many people are extremely bearish. Let me quickly do another poll here in the chat here. What? Wait, I will be doing it differently. What happens first? What happens first for Bitcoin? Wait. Let me do it differently. Let me see. Let me see real quickly. Yeah, I will be doing a different poll real quickly. What are you? I will be quickly asking you guys if you're bullish or bearish. What are you? Someone is as well asking about Pluton. I will be going over it as well. I will be going over Pluton in a second here afterwards. But yeah, definitely. What are you? Let me know in the chat here. Are you bullish or bearish? Are you thinking market is going to come down or up from here on? I see a lot of people being bearish in the market. I'm very interested about why so many people are saying, oh, Bitcoin is going to 30K or whatsoever. So many people saying to 30K. I mean, once Bitcoin is trading on 70K or 68K, what we were trading last time around here, no one was saying Bitcoin is going back to 30K. No one was bearish in the market. The right now, since the market is down ever so slightly, people are, of course, attaching their emotions towards the market, and that's the reason why the market is a little bit down right now here. Why usually markets moves in these trends here, because weekends tend to sell off in downtrends, and strong hands tends to be buying into downtrends here. So yeah, I'm very happy that I'm a downtrend. Sorry, I'm very happy that I'm not a weekend. Excuse me. Let me real quickly go over someone. Let me see who it was saying. It was, let me see, Ross Palmer. You're asking about Plutus. So Plutus has been moving up very quickly, guys. This one is very good because we have been I've been warning you guys about this project. I've been warning and talking about it several times here. So we were seeing this daily falling wedge getting created here. Daily falling wedge reached this price target, and I said, we were trading in this pattern over here earlier, and I told you all about it here, about this project. Pluton, of course, came down all the way. And I said to everyone out there, we were literally trading on $5.30 here. I think the project is going to see further continuation towards the price target of the $8. It was literally a 50% move here, and that's, of course, I do know that this project has a little bit of a lower cap. But because it's a little bit of a lower cap here, you can make so many gains. You can make so much gains with this project, and just literally what you can see here, in just a matter of 4 days, you made a 50% gain here. Even 3 days, because yeah, the first week already went towards it. So yeah, if you did took profit, sorry, if you just took this minor trade towards the upside, was definitely a very strong one. But yeah, for sure, I'm extremely bullish about this project. It's been starting to rally towards the upside once again here. I personally still think we could be reaching targets around the $30 once again easily, and this could be easily still do 5x from here on, at least. What I do expect right now, what you can see, if I'm going to just purely zoom out on this project, you can see every single time it pushed up towards this range high over here. It came all the way back down towards this range high. It moved down towards the level. It bounced from up that level once again here. So it was, of course, a particularly strong bounce that we did got generated. What you want to be seeing with this project right now here is that the price action is going to be breaking this downward slope resistance line. Personally, as soon as we are breaking this daily resistance, because this is the daily time frame we're already looking at, I do think that we're going to see a way much further continuation. And since this project, of course, has a particular low market capitalization, yeah, we could be seeing a massive pumps towards the upside getting generated. But yeah, today it's up 13%. Definitely very nice to see the project being up 13% today here. And personally, I do really expect this further continuation as well. yeah, towards these higher targets right now from this point here. So as soon as we're going to be breaking this downward resistance line, we could be maybe as well look for a major breakout for this symmetrical triangle, and this symmetrical triangle could be as well, yeah, lead towards major continuations towards the upside. Especially if we're going to look at the symmetrical triangle, we could be looking for, of course, literally, and this of course sounds pretty mind-blowing once again, for literally for 55% surge towards the upside. So yeah, this looks particularly strong right now here. You can clearly see here previous resistance getting found on this range here, and this resistance zone, this previous resistance zone, is going to be flipping into support here, like you can see clearly over here. So previous resistance flipped into support. Right now we're approaching resistance on the top side, and as soon as this top side is going to get broken on Pluton, this is going to be having a way further continuation towards the upside, and this could literally result once again in this 55% surge here. Will be leading this project all the way back up towards $11. So yeah, very exciting how this right now playing out here, and personally I do really expect as well to see a way further continuation towards these higher targets here. So yeah, looking forward towards how it's going to be playing out right now here, and I'm pretty bullish on the project as well here. I mean, I'm not only bullish about the price action right now here, but as well about how the project is doing so, and of course what they're working on. And of course I should as well suggest to go to CoinMarketCap, just go to check it out here, and of course put it on go to their site and just read all about it. You can as well get your Visa card to pay with Pluton. It's pretty crazy. You can literally go to the grocery store and you can use Pluton to buy your groceries, and it's pretty cool, right? So I use it myself as well, and I definitely should check it out here. Let me see. Hey, Crypto Rover, I really want to hear your price prediction for this bull cycle for Ethereum after the merge. My personal price prediction, if I'm going to be giving you guys a very conservative price prediction, I do think after the merge here, Ethereum can be seeing a run up towards, yeah, at least $10,000 at least. But for sure, I do think continuation towards, let's say, $50,000 in development of the year is definitely very likely to expect here. And of course, a 3x from here on for Ethereum is not out of the books at all here. I think it's going to be a no-brainer that we're going to read it. Let me see. When will EGLD be available on Bybit? Let me quickly check, because it should already be available on Bybit. Is it not available on Bybit yet here? That is a thing that I was not aware of. I thought it was already available. And otherwise I have to send out a real quick message. I'm real quickly looking for you guys out there as well. I thought EGLD was available on Bybit, but no, it isn't. Apparently it isn't. So I'm sorry that it's not available yet here, but I will be, of course, quickly send out a message after the stream here to get this one available as well here, because I thought it was already available since HBAR was getting available, of course, right? But apparently that one wasn't available yet here. So Bitcoin, by the way, forming a particularly big wick here on this 1 hour candle, guys. Still 20 minutes away from it right now here. So it would be extremely lovely if we're going to see this continuation from this point, guys. By the way, we just reached 500 likes on the stream here. Truly amazing that you guys did smash up to 500 likes on the stream here. Hopefully we could be reaching even the 600 today, so don't forget to smash up the like button if you haven't already, of course. And let's go for 600 likes here on today's stream. 50k Ethereum incoming. I mean, in the end of the day, $50,000 Ethereum is going to be inevitable. Let me see. Can you get EGLD on KuCoin? I do think so. Crave, yeah, we already discussed EGLD earlier today. Let me go over Avalanche. Because yeah, Avalanche is definitely as well very important to go over right now. Avalanche, of course, moved up like crazy. I mean, there's nothing like Avalanche today, and it's trading on $134. Well, yesterday evening it was trading on yeah, $147. So that is a pretty crazy time to be peeking out for such a market. I mean, especially while Bitcoin is in downtrend, some altcoins are still riding up like crazy. That's of course lovely to see, of course. But yeah, Avalanche is just too juicy right now here. It moved up so very quickly on this current time of recording here, and yeah, it just looks like a parabolic trend. We did clearly broke above the 2.618 here, and like we did, of course, talked about yesterday with Avalanche here, because yeah, yesterday we were talking about if we're going to close this daily candle above the 2.618 here, this level will be flipping into support, and you can clearly see level flipped into support. My next target is going to be the 3.618 here, but it's going to be the $155 right now for Avalanche. So yeah, it's looking particularly good here. So Dark RA11 donating 5 Aussie dollars. You're saying if you have to choose 3 coins outside of the top 20 to hold over the next 1 to 3 months, not EGLD, what will be it? So what will be a coin that you have to be holding outside of the top 20? So unfortunately, Chainlink is on the top 20. So yeah, of course, I would have said EGLD, but you're saying not EGLD. I will be right away go for VeChain that you definitely want to be holding. I will be not go for Matic anymore. Some people will be saying, oh, you should be holding Matic. I think Matic is a good project. But at the end of the day, I do think that layer 2 solutions are not going to be the best projects out there on the market anymore in, let's say, 1 year or 2 years from now on. Sorry, you have to hold over the next 1 to 3 months here. So that's, of course, as well important to look at. Then if we're going to zoom a little bit down here, I think Phantom is right now as well in a particularly good sale here. Phantom is of course came down particularly fast here, but I think it's definitely going to be on the sale. Of course, you're buying into a downtrend. That's of course a thing that you do know here. But as soon as the market does flip bullish again here, and Phantom could be seeing a very, very strong bounce here. Of course, it did as well saw a bounce from the 0.5 to the Fibonacci. So it's of course particularly interesting to see. So right now, but yes, so far I should definitely suggest as well to keep an eyes out on Phantom. I think Phantom is definitely not a bad buy, especially because it's on sale. For everyone who's still holding the graph, I should not hold it anymore. I'm going to say as well what you do not want to be holding. To do the graph, if you're going to quickly look at it, the inflation, they right now have a 47% circulating supply, so that will be still doubled here, but their circulating supply is coming up so quickly because, yeah, you can see this is the price chart, this is the market cap chart. So, well, the graph is basically trading at all-time highs. Price is still down approximately, more than 58% here, more than 60% approximately. So please look at it. Inflation too high. I should not hold the graph here. If you're holding so, I think you're definitely not doing the most strongest job here. Loopring is right now maybe as well on a particular strong sale here, and Loopring could be for sure still having further continuation up here. I mean, Loopring is a little bit too overextended for me to be buying into right now, to be very honest. Could be still see further continuation up here. But I already gave you two of them. Then let me as well look further on. Let me look further on. Let me look further on. You could be looking at a Forger as well, already pumped maybe too much here a little bit. But Forger is definitely as well a very strong coin here. Basically what Forger is here is, Forger is an APY generator. So you can gain just good rewards with the Forger app to be buying in towards it. And I think that like Forger is going to just do good, like just like Switzerberg, etc. You know, for everyone who doesn't know what Switzerberg is as well a particularly good coin here. Switzerberg is as well. I basically should rather maybe say not Forger, but Switzerberg. I should rather suggest buying into Switzerberg than Forger. Of course, no financial advice here. Always do your own research. But yeah, those are my 3 coins I should be looking at right now. I think that like the Switzerberg price action has still a lot of potential. Only 768 million market capitalization, particularly low still. Only to a P130 right now in the market. And of course, if you don't know what Switzerberg is, guys, you can as well check out the link in the description. But basically what it is here, of course, it's basically an app where you can be buying cryptos, but I do think like you can see Crypto.com coin right now. It is absolutely exploding. But you want to be finding the next Crypto.com coin, and personally, if you want to be looking at the next Crypto.com coin, I should maybe look at Switzerberg. And Switzerberg is maybe even still a little bit better than Crypto.com. But yeah, Switzerberg is like, you can buy and sell your crypto over there, and while you're buying, let's say, your Bitcoin on Switzerberg, you can gain yield. So you get like 12% returns on your Bitcoin holdings. So let me go to let me see, invest, earn. Let me go to this. So what it basically is here, while you're holding your Binance coin here on Switzerberg, you're getting a 9.1% PA. If you're doing it with USD Tether, you're getting 10.65% TA. So you're basically gaining interest on all your cryptos you're holding on the Switzerberg app. So if you do as well want to be signing up with Switzerberg here, don't forget to check out the link in the description. And if you're going to sign up as well with Switzerberg, you will be receiving a bonus between the €1 and €100 if you're going to deposit more than $50. So that is very interesting. Of course, if you want to be checking out, make sure to do so. But for sure, I do think that the Switzerberg project is a very good project. I think it has a lot of potential. And as well, it is very user-friendly. It is very, very nice interface, very good customer service. And of course, they can only have a very, of course, they have a particular, big user base, one of the 53K active yield wallets right now here. And there's more than 40 million already earned by users, and it's pretty crazy. And of course, more than, of course, like we can see, 1.12 billion in assets in yield. And I think it will be only growing and growing since it's just a good project. And of course, at the end of the day, it will be reflecting the price action of Switzerberg as well, that it is going to see a further continuation up here. So that is, of course, lovely to see here as well. They have a total supply of 1 billion, will be never become more of it. And that's, of course, a lovely thing to see here. I think that Switzerberg as well has a lot of potential here. And I definitely should suggest checking it out here as well. well if you want to be signing up an account to as well earn interest on your cryptos. Don't forget to check out the link in the description here, because why should you work while you should do the let the money do the work, right? So Dangerous Doc is saying hello. You heard of AKT Akash, aka the cloud computer research platform, runs on Minecraft, Mines, crypto, etc. Great content, learning loads. GG, thank you so much here. Bro, I have never heard about AKT. AKT. It is Akash Network. Akash Network. I've never heard about it. It is particular low here. It's not standing necessarily so high. It's built on it's a Cosmos contract, so that's pretty crazy. I don't know a lot about this project, to be honest. You say some very interesting things here. It looks like a gaming project. Oh, there's a storage, a Solana ecosystem coin, and a Cosmos ecosystem. So it's pretty crazy. It's fast, simple, and deployment. It's like, I don't know exactly what it does here. For me, it's very... I definitely have to do some research if I would really want to be studying the project here. But let me look into some charts here. But yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. You have to do more research to really have a good feeling and thought about it, of course. But yeah, Akash, what can we see here? It moved up, came down. It moved up, it came down. So that's pretty crazy what we see here. Let me quickly see the tag row AKT. AKT, maybe have a different chart here where we do have some more information. Yeah, this chart has a little bit more information. So yeah, you can see it moved up very quickly, came down right now here. And right now, to be honest, if you're going to look at buying opportunities, you're going to look at ranges where the market did clearly stopped out on previously around, you know. So you can clearly see over here, previous resistance, flipped into support over here, flipped into support over here as well. So in terms of risk to reward, you're buying at a low risk range here. But for me, of course, to always determine, do I want to be buying into this project? I want to be looking to myself. I want to be asking myself the question, is it worth in terms of the fundamental worth of the project? Is this project fundamentally as well good enough for me to be buying into it? So that's for me question. That for me right now is still unknown. I don't know if the fundamentals are so good for me to be buying into the project, but yeah. For sure, if you look to the chart, it has a particular low risk towards a particular high reward structure right now here. Of course, if you're going to come down all the way back to optimize, it's going to already be a 250% surge here. So pretty cool here. Any dark horses, microcap 5 to 50 million that you see potential in here? For me, it's very hard to say so where exactly see potential in if we're going to talk about the 5 to 50 million microcap here. I do know some projects that are going to roll out anytime soon here, but are going to be having a relatively low market capitalization as well here. Of course on launch day at least, but I do think that they're going to be increasing very quickly valuation. Like if you don't know already, with Costa, that's going to be getting launched here in a project from Call. It's going to be a pretty big project as well. It's going to be having, let's say, a hard cap of 6 million, so it's probably most likely going to easily do, let's say, a 10 or 20x on launch day if I see that. So if you're going to be very quick into that project as well, but you have to just keep your eyes out on the project itself as well. Yeah, you can make some very good gains there if you're on the right time there. But yeah, you have to be really sharp for that one, because it's going to get launched in December 2022 here. It's 2021, excuse me. So next month it's going to get launched. So it's pretty quite crazy what we're going to have for that one. And I'm looking forward towards how it's going to be playing out. But besides that, yeah, I don't necessarily have a lot of these low market cap gems here for you guys out there right now here. Yeah, you could be as well look maybe at funds here. I think funds as well is going to be having a respectively still very good potential. Right now it has a 10 million market capitalization. It's trading on 95 cents here, particular low here. It has been only see sideways action since the release date. But this is going to be a very interesting DAO. It's going to be DApp, and as well, this is going to be a copy trading platform, and I think it's going to be extremely valuable, and I think it's going to be extremely big, because the person who's right now building this project here is literally been experienced. He has so much companies, and he literally has a copy trading platform on the not the crypto space, but just in the regular space here, and the company is extremely successful. And I personally think that this project is as well going to be successful, because yeah, they're going to be having the exactly same things here. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards funds, how it's going to be playing out here. Only 10 million market capitalization right now here, so yeah, respectively pretty low market cap for the potential where it could be heading towards, of course. Let me see. Let me see. Please check Jasmine. Everyone is asking me about Jasmine. I don't know. Jasmine saw a massive run up. Oh, that's crazy. It's seeing right now massive run up. It's not. It's saw no massive run up. It's seeing right now massive run up. So, by the way, guys, in 10 minutes, 7 minutes, we're going to close the Bitcoin 1 hour candle. So it's really amazing. And we'll be going over Jasmine right now here. Let me see what Jasmine coin has also pretty. It's a 1 billion market capitalization right now. 50% surge today here. I mean, we were witnessing Jasmine for quite a while here. You can see it's run up even 71% here on the last 2 hours. So that's pretty crazy that we did saw this. But yeah, right now the daily time frame looks particularly interesting. We bounced back from the range high over there. Right now we're seeing a further continuation towards higher targets getting formed there. Of course, it's getting pretty overbought here on the 1 hour candles right now here. But yeah, for sure, it does look pretty exciting and it does look like we could be having a further continuation up here. But right now as well, we'll be keeping my eyes wide open on Bitcoin. Bitcoin forming, of course, a massive wick on the top side right now as well. Guys, before getting further into towards the content here, real quickly want to be asking you guys to smash up the like button. Will be truly appreciated because I do want to be reminding you guys to smash up the like button because you guys usually forget it. So, of course, while you're down there, we'll be truly appreciated if you're going to be smashing up the subscribe button as well here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so right now. It's completely for free and it will be truly amazing if you're going to subscribe to the channel because today we want to be reaching 68.7k here. We're already 30 subscribers away from it and you guys can really help me out here. And of course, I will be quick to say this. If we can reach the 68.7k here before being 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream here, guys, I will be doing another hour of streaming. And of course, if you really want me to see doing another hour of streaming, consider hitting that subscribe button. So if we're going to reach the 68.7k subscribers before being 1 hour 30 minutes into the stream here, so 7 minutes from now on, I will be doing another hour streaming and I will be at least do a 2 hour and 30 minute stream here. So guys, don't forget to smash up the subscribe button right now here. If we get reached in the coming 7 minutes, I will be doing, of course, such a long stream here and I will be truly love it if we could be do so because yeah, I like streaming and we could be live here all together for a little bit longer here. So it was really amazing if we could be seeing so. So yeah, Jasmine running up very quickly. For me, it's very hard to say, but I really think about it right now here. I mean, yeah. There's not a lot for me to say about it right now here. It's just running up towards the upside right here. So it's of course lovely to see here. Let me quickly go over this side real quickly. So I need the side doesn't load up whatsoever. So I don't know exactly what I think about it. But for me, yeah, it's running up very quickly here towards the upside right now. And yeah, it's just seeing a massive spike towards higher targets. So right now, yeah, risk most certainly increasing since you're buying into overbought territoriums. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out right now here. Let's see how it's going to be playing out right now, and let's see if we could be seeing this further continuation up here, guys. So we're right now only six more minutes here. 6 more minutes into the stream, guys, and then we are going to be. So let's see if we can reach it. So 6 more minutes, and we. Let's see if we can reach the 68.7k here. We would really appreciate it if we could be do so, reach that target. Let's get him that 100k trophy. I mean, that's for sure for me as well. Very big goal to reach that target, man. That 100k trophy is definitely a thing that we do want to be reaching here. Have you heard about Aurora? Or pre-sale of Wingseas today? No pressure if you never heard about it either. Bro, I'm sorry, I've never heard about it. Let me first of all go over, what is this project? Aurora? So guys, let me go into where it says, I mean, this pretty low cap here, 28 million. So, I mean, this looks like a little bit dead here, to be honest. So I don't know exactly what it is here, to be honest. Wingseas, I don't know what it is. It's not CoinMarketCap, it's pre-sale you're saying, so that's pretty crazy. No, I'm sorry, I've never heard about it, excuse me. I've never heard about it before. So, Bitcoin, of course, going to close this 1 hour candle here in 4 minutes from now on, so it's going to be truly crazy where we're going to close this candle, guys. It's definitely very crazy where we're going to close this candle. It's going to be pretty interesting target that we could see so. Bro, I always appreciate the information, it's very lovely to hear this. Just listed on Binance. Is Engine a good buy? Let me quickly go over Engine before seeing the Bitcoin 1 hour candle close, of course. Let me see here real quickly. So Engine, if we're going to look real quickly at Engine, yeah, we of course we're retracing towards all-time highs here. We set a new all-time high lately around here for Engine. It's forming, of course, this bearish divergence on the highs here, like we warned you guys earlier already about here yesterday on the streams. You can see Engine, of course, forming a lower high on the RSI, higher high on the price section. So yeah, it's of course pretty interesting to see so as well. While we are forming that higher high, moving averages is forming a lower high here on the market over here right now. So yeah, we're right now for sure losing momentum while price action is still increasing. So far, still holding up particularly well here from the highs. So not necessarily extremely bearish price action that we're currently creating over here, but for sure we are right now forming some kind of a bullish bias structure and some kind of a parabolic structure as well here. Only the diminishing high that we did generate over here is a little bit more bearish in my case and in my opinion right now. But for sure, it's a good buy. I mean, for me right now, I don't necessarily see this as a buying opportunity. Maybe if I'm zooming in towards the 4-hour candles, I can see so. So on the 4-hour candles, I could for sure suggest here, and I could for sure look at this range over here. This range over here could be for sure a buying opportunity. This is going to be the range around the $3.20 here, not the $3.30 where we're right now trading on. So $3.20 is going to be for sure a very strong buying opportunity, buying range here as well. So Bitcoin, by the way, coming down ever so slightly. 2 more minutes, guys, and we're going to close the 1-hour candle. And as well, we only need 2 more likes before switching up to 600 likes. So let's see if we could smash it up towards the target as well here. So we'll be truly appreciated if we could smash it up towards the target here. But let's see if we can do so. But yeah, crazy amount of Bitcoin. It's falling off ever so slightly in the last minute here on the 1-hour candles here. So let's see how it's going to be closing here. It's going to close like in the Doji candle. Let's see how it's going to be closing like. It looks to be like we're just still consolidating on this range here. Wrong coin. Oh, Aurora, it came out today. Wrong coin. Oh, excuse me. Aurora. Wrong coin. Excuse me. Aurora. That's a different one. Is this it? Oh, this is the coin, I think. This is the coin, looks like. Maybe? No. This one came out 2 days ago. This one came out 2 days ago. I think you mean this one, I think. I wanted 30 million market cap with only 2,000 people on watch list. That's pretty high market cap for so much less watch list. So pretty crazy. Ethereum blockchain, build on the Ethereum blockchain. So yeah, pretty crazy. I don't know exactly what it's doing, but yeah, it looks interesting. And let me know if this is it. Very curious. Before I'm going to look into our project, and it's not yet. So 1 more minute, guys. So we're going to close the Bitcoin 1-hour chart here. This confirms a little bit of a more bearish chart here. On Gecko, brand new. Okay, let me go to CoinGecko. Let me get to Bitcoin dumping, guys. This is not really a dump here. We will be taking our eyes wide open on it. I think this is it here. I think that we were just looking to that one that we were talking about. Yeah, it just got listed here on Gecko as well here. So yeah, pretty. Let me look into ours in a second here. But let me first look at Bitcoin here. What Bitcoin is going to do here on this 1-hour candle close. So guys, we're right now, by the way, almost as well 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream here. Let's see if we could reach the target here. So I think we're just not going to reach the 68.7k target here. So it's a little bit unfortunate we are not going to reach so, but it's all good. It's all good here. But yeah, let me see Bitcoin, of course, falling off ever so slightly here on the 1-hour candle close here. So 57.2k. Is this going to be having a more bearish effect on the next 1-hour candle close as well here? That's the coin. Okay, that's the one. I will look into ours in a second. Dark Armor. But yeah, Bitcoin, of course, having a little bit more of a bearish 1-hour candle here, to be honest. Of course, at the end of the day, the last 6-7 hours in Bitcoin over here has been as well a little bit more sideways here, has been as well not forming very interesting candles, to be very honest, to look at it right now here. If we're going to look here at the, let me see, 50-minute time frame here, we can see clearly. Yeah, we are right now forming ever so slightly bullish divergence on the market here, since we're forming lower lows and the lows over here, still high lows on the market here. So that's of course having a little bit more of a bullish effect on the imminent short term here. So that's of course a thing that we could take our eyes right open on right now. So 50-minute candles could be a little bit more bullish, but give me a second here. So yeah, lower time frames could be a little bit more bullish right now in the imminent short term. We could be for sure see a little bit of a bounce back, maybe towards range highs around 57.6k here. But right now what we can see here, we're not really expecting a major breakout on the imminent short term. What we do expect right now here is just see a little bit more sideways action here before Bitcoin really is going to be creating a big move here. So far, nothing very special has been playing up. But so far, we just got another 1 hour of another consolidation pattern. Another consolidation candle, and not major amounts of volatility came in towards the market over here right now. So let me quickly check it out. Double bottom on Bitcoin, 56k. Then we bounce back here. I mean, the could be for sure playing out here, but as well, we could be seeing a higher low structure getting formed here. And we could be starting to form a W structure from this point here. So definitely not necessarily have to go towards lower targets from this point here. Everything could still play out from here on. There's definitely a lot to play for from this point here, and I don't necessarily should expect extremely bearish stuff here. So yeah, Bitcoin is bouncing back after slightly on the imminent short term. Of course, what we can see right now is that we're forming a bullish divergence over here. So that is of course still a lovely part about it. Of course, the 4-hour candle for Bitcoin is as well forming a bullish divergence. So that's of course still respectfully as well a good thing to see. So and it could be as well help us to push up the market ever so slightly here. Every time I buy the dip, it keeps dipping. I mean, every time you buy the dip here, if you did every time bought the dip here, in the end of the day, you are in profit. So, yeah, right now, the real big struggle is here that some people are buying the dip, but it keeps dipping. But yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, it just will allow you to be, of course, accumulating even cheaper Bitcoin. And that's, of course, a lovely thing to do, to have here, because accumulating cheap Bitcoin is definitely the most loveliest thing you can have in the market. But we do know that, like the markets can, of course, out of nowhere shift very quickly. We could be getting a massive pump out of nowhere. So I'm looking forward towards getting such a massive pump here in the market, since, yeah, it will be lovely to see so. Let me see. Oh, please. Do you think Plan B, his prediction, will be right this month here? I don't think that we are going to be right this month, but I do think that, let's say, Plan B is going to be maybe 1 or 2 months off here. It could be right here, but not for this month. I don't see November seeing a 78% surge in the coming 8 days from now on. But if it's going to be happening, it will be, of course, really lovely. But I don't really expect that it's going to be happening. I just bought another Ethereum. Congratulations, that's a very strong decision. And of course, guys, make sure to go a little bit back to the stream here if you want to be finding out about why Ethereum is just such a good of a project and such a good of a coin to be accumulating on the lows here. While the market is, of course, a little bit more down here. Bitcoin looking bullish on the 1 hour candles. I mean, the 1 hour candles are not forming anything very special, to be very honest right now here. It doesn't look very, very interesting, to be honest. Let me quickly as well enable the MACD here. MACD is curving back ever so slightly towards the upside again. Pretty interesting. Yesterday as well, while we were in, of course, in this uptrend over here, you can clearly see what we basically saw on the MACD here in this uptrend we get generated yesterday. So we formed lower high, lower high, lower high on the MACD. You can clearly see this, right? So lower high on the MACD getting formed here. While we were doing so, the market was forming a higher high, higher high, higher high. And you can clearly see the momentum loss was getting generated, and that's the reason why we came down all the way towards the target over here, because we lost momentum in the movement up here. But right now what we want to be seeing here is, of course, the shift back here from this momentum that we did generate towards the upside. And right now we want to be seeing this shift back here towards this uptrend here. So yeah, clearly yesterday we lost momentum on the RSI and MACD. That was really the reason why we came down here together with the CME gap, of course, in my opinion. So yeah, pretty crazy. So yeah, Bitcoin is rallying down ever so slightly here. I mean, for me, it's not a major worry time to be worried, to be honest. Let me see. Where will Bitcoin be trading at with Xmas? Let me see. We just have to wait. But where will it be trading on? Altitude 70 was extremely bullish with Christmas. Could it be 80k? Could it be 90k? Maybe a little bit more. Are you still bullish on Crypto.com? I've been always bullish on Crypto.com, bro. So yeah, so far our bullishness on Crypto.com has been playing out here. Since yesterday it reached 70 cents here, so it was pretty crazy target. Let me see. The run is going to be on the 4th. I mean, for sure. Do you think there's going to be a dump with Thanksgiving? If we're looking back to the past years here, usually there's not a dump with Thanksgiving. There's usually a pump on Thanksgiving. But the run up towards Thanksgiving is a drop off. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. The towards Thanksgiving, you usually get a little bit more sell pressure. Usually these last 2 months in the market here, people need some more money, so they're taking it out of Bitcoin, because there's right now some like some retailers, they have invested their money into Bitcoin. They see the market going down, so they're saying to themselves, "Oh shit, I want to go out of Bitcoin right now because otherwise I can't pay my presents I want to be buying for Thanksgiving." So they're cashing out their Bitcoin right now because they're afraid it's going to go not much lower from up this point. And while the weekend shaked out here, the market goes up, and they're going to be following back in towards the market. Are you still bullish on Cardano? For sure. I'm bullish on a lot of cryptocurrencies currently. The Cardano is definitely one of them. Please check Cardano. Let me go over Cardano. We did already went over Cardano earlier today. But let's dive really a little bit into Cardano. So Cardano is right now forming some kind of a double bottom, what we could be creating right now. So Cardano could be forming a higher low, of course, over here, and we could be forming maybe in approximately, let me see, horizontal neckline over here. So we're going to be forming the W neckline, and this could be resulting in, of course, some kind of a W structure getting played out, and this could be having a wider positive effect on the market here. So yeah, looking forward towards how this is going to be playing out for Cardano right now in this case here. If we're going to look at the momentum indicators, it still looks like we're holding up the momentum particularly well here. We're forming some kind of a hidden bullish diverge. No bullish or bearish diverge yet here. But if the market comes down here, we're going to form a lower low on the market. Yeah, it is going to be forming the hidden bullish diverge. So far, so holding up a little bit better against Bitcoin at least, because yeah, 4-hour candle still green here, while Bitcoin is of course a little bit red here right now, and while Bitcoin is dropping off air versus slightly right now. So that's of course relatively a little bit more bullish here, of course, but we can still see as well, if we're going to extend this range over here, the range high where we did got rejected by, of course, it's going to be providing us a lot of resistance. Since previously this level provided the support, it will be most likely right now flipping to resistance. So that's of course important to take your eyes out wide open on, and of course important to recognize and important to know that this is not going to be an easy range to break through, of course, on the market. So that's going to be quite exciting how we're going to be performing like over there. But Cardano has just such great fundamentals here that I personally do see the market of Cardano bouncing very strong back here as soon as, of course, Bitcoin is well going to go up, and Bitcoin is done with its drop off, of course. But for sure, Cardano is one of these coins I'm anticipating to make very good gains with, and I'm looking forward towards Cardano, how it's going to be probably going here. Let me see. Do I buy more Ethereum with those profits or Bitcoin? My current Ethereum buy price is 4,700. I mean, you always have to do your own research. But I do think that buying more Ethereum is definitely not a bad thing to do so. At least for myself here. I'm gonna head over and make some moves in the market. Gonna buy some Avalanche, Mana, and Engine. Bro, good luck, man, good luck. Hopefully you're going to make very good gains with it. So, as well, real quick question we're getting about Polkadot. So Polkadot, let me extend the ranges over here real quickly. Let me get to the daily time frame real quickly as well. And yeah, you can clearly see right now Polkadot doing a very strong job here. This is a little bit more heavy, right? I think like, yeah. Like this, it should be like this. So what we can see right now with Polkadot here is that Polkadot is still trading on a buy zone. So Polkadot is I have a sell zone for Polkadot, I have a buy zone for Polkadot, and right now we're trading on our buy zone. Basically, where Polkadot's trading against previous resistance, support, resistance, support, right now trading on support. So we're trading definitely in a very strong support zone for Polkadot right now here. If you're going to be accumulating Polkadot, I think you're definitely in a very good range to accumulate Polkadot. I definitely think you're not buying into a very bearish or bad zone to be accumulating Polkadots against the US dollars. I think it's a very strong level to be accumulating on as well. If you're going to compare it to Bitcoin, let me real quickly compare Polkadot compared to Bitcoin. You're trading on, a little bit of neutral stages here, so definitely very exciting as well. Dark Aura 11 is becoming a member here, so thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Hopefully you're going to enjoy your amazing color in the chat, and hopefully you're going to enjoy your amazing emojis in the chat as well. So thank you for becoming a member, Dark Aura 11. But yeah, Polkadot, of course, pretty exciting what we currently are having here on the market. But yeah, for sure, this is definitely a buy range if we're going to compare it here on the US dollar pair, and I definitely see this as a good range to be accumulating. Let me see. To be honest, the fact that money people are bullish really is right. I mean, there's not necessarily big bullishness in the market right now. There are more people bearish on the market. So what we can see here is pretty neutral in the market, how the market is looking right now. So yeah, pretty interesting how it's going to look like. Pretty interesting how far we came down here for the Fear and Greed Index. Yeah, we're definitely on accumulation zones in terms of the Fear and Greed Index, especially be dipped all the way to 34, and right now we're bouncing back ever so slightly in the Fear and Greed Index. But yeah, for sure, there's more and more people that are afraid right now here as well. Then there's not only bullishness in the market right now, there are a lot of people right now afraid as well. Well, Bitcoin is finding its way back up ever so slightly right now here. So let me see. Bitcoin dumps again. I'm staying out of the market. This is annoying. I mean, if you're going to stay out of the market once Bitcoin is dumping, are you going to enter the market once Bitcoin is pumping? That's a real big question that I want to be asking you guys right now here. I mean, I would rather suggest entering the market once the market is going in a downtrend, because in downtrends you tend to buy, in uptrends you have to sell here, usually. That's how it works here. So yeah, Bitcoin is, by the way, finding its way back a little bit ever so slightly here, 57.4k once again here. So this is, of course, a beautiful target that we're right now trading on. And guys, let's see what we can do here. Rover, pump it up. Guys, should I pump it up here? But no. Would be truly amazing. If we could do so. Hey Crypto Rover, hey Crypto Rover. Do you have any price targets to long Bitcoin? Thank you in advance. For me, really to really give you guys a target, or for me really to say to you guys, okay, right now it's a good time to be long Bitcoin or whatsoever. I have to wait a little bit longer here, because if Bitcoin is going to be forming some kind of a W structure, yeah, we could be going for such a strong long position. Like, if Bitcoin is going to do this here, Bitcoin is going to see from this point a massive pump here, and Bitcoin is going to increase all the way back up here towards this range high of 60k here. If we're going to do so, I will be giving you guys a very strong setup. If this is going to be building up for Bitcoin, I will be giving you a setup here where you're going to be literally be so happy, man, because this is going to be, of course, an extremely big good risk to reward setup. If we're going to see a pump from here on, you maybe think, okay, I missed out the best buying range, but in order to trade this, you want to be waiting for a breakout, and on this breakout you could be accumulating a very strong position on this W breakout, and then you could be in for a very strong continuation towards higher targets. And this could be, of course, a trade all the way back up towards 64k here, what could be a trade of the breakout of an approximately 7% here. So it could be a very strong trading opportunity, but that will be only playing out here if Bitcoin is going to be, of course, increase its way towards the higher targets from this point here. So definitely not going to front run the market right now here, but if it's going to be playing out, it's going to be a very strong buying opportunity, a very strong trading opportunity as well. As soon as it's going to be playing out, I will be providing you an opportunity. But if the market comes down further from here on, I can't give you this good opportunity, right? So we just have to wait ever so slightly right now from this point here. Just wait ever so slightly and see how the market's going to develop from this point. But yeah, definitely very exciting how it's going to do here. So Dark Aura is saying Aurora and Wink first is your homework. So yeah, I've got some homework to do afterwards, but Aurora, I don't know, you're extremely bullish about it apparently. They're saying Breath Neil live into the apps. So Aurora is an EFM build here on the Near protocol, so it's pretty crazy. Delivering a turnkey solution for developers to operate their apps on the Ethereum compatible high-through scalable and future-safe platform with low transaction costs for their users. Average block time of 1 second. That's a crazy low block time here. Transaction fidelity 2 seconds, and typical cost is 0.01 seconds. So that's pretty crazy. Many leading projects are already collaborating with Aurora, exploring the next steps for unlocking these exciting benefits. A 1-inch Dodo Chainlink as well. Band Protocol, Near Protocol, of course, because they're built on Near Protocol. Divider and Token. So the Aura network is our network is currently in a limited available as we work towards general availability. Depending on your app demands, you may already deploy on Aurora. So that's pretty crazy. It sounds like a very interesting project what they're working on. What they're basically working on right now here is that the bridging of NFTs here, fast bridge transfers near sharding. They're working on sharding. Of course, Ethereum is as well working on sharding. That's of course basically the scalability for the project. So yeah, pretty crazy. What they already done here is of course supporting the Berlin hard fork. That's of course a nice thing to know here. Bridging of Ethereum, bridging of ERC20 tokens. So yeah, of course they're only having a lot of bridges, why they can make the transaction fees a little bit lower. But yeah, that's definitely very exciting. Yeah, it looks like an interesting project. Have to do a little bit more homework of it, but it looks for sure exciting, especially because we do know the market cap of the project is still particularly low here, and it just came out here and it still has a lot of potential, of course, to grow towards higher targets, of course. So yeah, looks good. By the way, Bitcoin is definitely finding its way back up here ever so slightly right now. It's definitely finding its way up ever so slightly here. I think Bitcoin will peak 94k max this year. I think for this year maybe, and I think for sure Bitcoin is going to for sure see a continuation in Q1 2022. So yeah, looking forward towards it. No wonder governments wants to destroy crypto. I mean, governments are afraid for Bitcoin and crypto, so that's the reason why they do want to be destroying it. Ethereum gas fee is $150 for my 188. I mean, that's crazy, of course. But yeah, if you want to be accumulating ADI, maybe you just should be using a broker. I think you should maybe use a broker to accumulate some Cardano. Guys, by the way, I see we're right now extremely close by reaching this target, right? So we're right now extremely close. Let me quickly see up. I have to refresh it real quickly because the load's a little bit behind here. But guys, I see we're currently only 8 subscribers away for smashing up to 68.7k, guys. So can we smash it up today on today's stream here to 68.7k here? It would be truly appreciated if we can do so. Only 8 of you guys right now have to smash up the subscribe and let me know. I usually see that only 40% of the viewers is subscribed to the channel. So if that is true, we can easily get 400 subscribers right now here. And I think 8 of them, only 8 of them, it can easily be done here. So guys, we'll be truly appreciate if you can smash it up right now here so we can reach this insane target while Bitcoin is as well moving up ever so slightly. And guys, you know, last time around here, I told everyone out there that 11 o'clock here is usually the time that Bitcoin sees these massive pumps here. So right now we're live, and for me it is 11 o'clock. So is this going to be the hour that Bitcoin is once again create a massive Bitcoin pump here? It's going to be particularly crazy if we're going to get so. So if we're going to get this pump here on 11 o'clock once again, we saw it, of course, last time around over here. This was, of course, a massive Bitcoin wick and massive volatility on Bitcoin. 11 o'clock over here. Of course, it was 11 o'clock over here. There was also a Bitcoin pump here. This was a Bitcoin pump. So every single time it's 11 o'clock here, we tend to see Bitcoin pumps here. So that's pretty crazy. It was this one as well, 11 o'clock. It was not really a Bitcoin pump here. Then we see this one as well, 11 o'clock. Not really a Bitcoin pump, to be honest. But yeah, we tend to see a lot of Bitcoin pumps here on 11 o'clock here as well over here. Particular big interesting things here. Right now, once again, it's 11 o'clock here. So let's see if we are going to get another big Bitcoin pump here. Usually around these times here, we do see these massive pumps here, just like we had over here, right? So will be truly amazing if we're going to get so. And it will be definitely very interesting if it's going to be once again on 11 o'clock. Yeah, of course, depends on your time frame, the time window where you live in, of course. For me, it's 11 o'clock here, 11 a.m. So maybe for your time it's a little bit different, but usually around this time, around this hour, on this 1 hour candle, we tend to see massive volatility. So that's pretty crazy. Every single day with you here in the morning, I'm fully you, but early years. That's pretty crazy, man. Robin, thank you for tuning in every single morning here. Of course, for everyone who's tuning in once again, it's crazy that you guys are here, and it's definitely lovely to see so. And guys, yeah, we're extremely close by smashing up towards this crazy target as well of the 68.7k here. Let's see if we could be reaching right now here, and guys, it will be, yeah, it will be just generally definitely appreciated. Let me see, KDA, please. I have so many people talking about KDA right now. Let me go over KDA right now. This thoughts real quickly on the thoughts of KDA. So yeah, KDA basically it moved up very quickly. KDA came up very quickly. Kadena is of course pretty interesting. It's already 2.6 billion market capitalization. Kadena was like the project that was going to be doing something with their proof of work, if I say it correctly. No. And it's a proof of work project, so it's a mineable project, so it's pretty interesting. So it's an OG project. It has been already around since 2020, beginning 2020. Then it has been not doing anything special, but then it started to seeing a very massive high ramp, and it's right now trading on P66 here. So that's a very crazy target here. They ran it up approximately on the last. Here in 14 days time, we ran it up 427% here. Right now it's cooling up every society, but of course this cool period is likely to see here after such a massive run up. Usually once you're seeing high run ups here, of course, you know a lot of wallet addresses are in profit, and once a lot of wallet addresses are in profit, yeah, you do know that the risk is most certainly increasing here by holding the token, because if there are more wallet addresses in profit, there's also more likely to see a potential pullback in the market. So that's of course pretty interesting to see so. And what you can currently see, of course, is that the market is coming down in a very steady pace here, not very massively towards the downside. Yeah, you could be looking at a new downward sub-resistance line from the highs here, of course. We could be as well look maybe at the horizontal level of support, but we could be as well look at the downward sub-resistance line. Let me quickly as well set up a Fibonacci from the swing low to swing high here. So swing low to swing high to identify some support targets. Of course, 0.5 could be a level that we could be holding on very well on the daily time frame. We're retesting it right now, and this could be pretty crucial to be holding on towards this range here. So it's going to be quite exciting here, to be honest. As well, we're going to set up a Fibonacci from the imminent short term, from the low over here towards the high. Yeah, you can see we're right now could be maybe go for this retrace back towards the $1.50 here, since we already failed to hold on towards the 0.786. But yeah, for me right now, I will be for sure suggest to look at the range low here. The range low in the market over here, this is the for sure strong demand zone, and this was basically the demand zone what leaded towards this rally towards the let me see, the all-time high of $28. So this demand zone over here was leading towards the rally. So if you're going to come back towards this demand zone, I personally see a very strong bounce of this range. So in terms of risk to reward, it's getting a bad buy right now. I definitely will be not saying I will be definitely not saying no right now, because we're decreasing back towards this range low here, what could be providing us very strong support, but it's of course looking particularly strong and particularly good right here. So yeah, it looks very interesting, of course, from the high over here. You can clearly see If we're going to look at the trend line here, we could be maybe look at the trend line from the high over here, previous resistance, support, support, support. If we're going to come down, this could be as well a very strong accumulation zone. If you're going to look at the daily time frame, yeah, we do know the market was particularly overbought here. Right now it's coming down here. So if we're going to go for another continuation up, we're most likely going to create a lot of bearish diverges along the way here, and that could be having more of a bearish effect on the market. EMA ribbon right now getting supported as well in the daily time frame. First touch points we're getting right now, so it's going to be quite exciting here. 50-day moving average quite far away from us right now. So yeah, we are seeing right now some moving averages as well going to be providing a support on the Cardano price section. So for sure, I do think that the risk is most certainly there, still there to be accumulating the project, but the risk is most certainly as well decreasing since you're buying on the range low here. Will really provide these surge towards the upside. So this demand will be most likely giving us as well a very strong bounce on the market. If I'm going to look at the 1 hour candles, I mean it's right now forming a bullish divergence. So yeah, you can clearly see market is forming lower lows here. So the market is right now, what you can see over here, the market is forming lower lows, while market is forming lower lows, the RSI is forming higher lows. So yeah, we're for sure as well forming bullish divergence, while KB is well having a relatively positive effect on this market right now here. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting what we are having. And while Bitcoin is as well finding its way back ever so slightly once again here, it's pretty interesting to see what Cardano is doing. Do you own any Cardano? No, I don't own any Cardano at all, to be honest, right now. I bought Cardano at 23 cents. Oh, $23. So that's, I mean, that's really FOMO. If you bought it over there, I mean, if you would have asked me, I mean, for me still, I think the risk is still definitely there to accumulate right now. But if you bought it at $23, I mean, you're literally bought into the top of a parabolic run-up. And that's, of course, a real big lesson for everyone out there. If you're going to see the RSI on the daily time frame being so extremely overbought here, and of course, over here on the top, it was forming a bearish divergence while it was trading on 23 US dollars. So if you're seeing such big of a bearish divergence getting formed, if you're seeing such big of a parabolic run-up getting started, it's definitely right away going to show me this is too big of a risk to be buying into right now here. So right now, the risk is definitely decreasing since it's coming down ever so slightly here. But yeah, I would have never bought it in my case towards the $23 US dollars. I would never done so unless it's crazy bullish in terms of fundamental worth of the project. But yeah, nevertheless, I think it's definitely a high risk buy right now. Still, I still definitely think it's a high risk buy. But yeah, for sure right now the risk is, yeah, just like we just told you a moment ago, decreasing right now since we're coming down ever so slightly. So Bitcoin 57.4K. So doing a pretty good job here. It's bouncing back ever so slightly right now here. It's starting to be moving up ever so slightly right here. And it's of course pretty exciting to see. Guys, let me quickly check up here. Did we reach the target? Guys, only 4 subscribers away from it. Guys, only 4 subscribers. And we are going to smash up to 68.7K. So once again, guys, we'll be truly appreciate if you haven't already smashed up the like button. I see we're right now only 11 likes away before smashing up to 700. So if 11 of you guys out there get right and smash up the subscribe button, will be like button will be truly amazing, so we can reach the 700 likes. And besides that, if you're down there, can we as well not only reach the 700 likes here, but as well the 68.7 thousand, so 700 subscribers. So we'll be truly appreciate if you're going to smash it up right now here. While Bitcoin is pumping up ever so slightly over here, it will be truly cool if we could reach so. I mean, only 4. That's crazy close here. I was not expecting we were going to reach today. So it's of course lovely to see that we're already moving up so quickly here with subscriber count once again. And guys, we're going to close in towards the 100K, and of course my goal for November is going to be of course the 70K subscribers on the channel. So we'll be truly appreciated if you guys could reach could help me out with that one. Man, I bought Cardano around $1. I wish I bought more of it. Yeah, for sure true. That is definitely a thing that I should be saying here. 1 stop is 1 Lambo. That's crazy amount. But guys, I have some very good news here, and I think if I'm going to refresh it over here, oh guys, we're only 1 subscriber away from it. Only 1 subscriber away from it right now here. So only one of you guys out there, only one of you guys have to smash it up right here. So it's crazy. Did you smashed out did you check that HOD? Yes, I did so. And guys, yeah, we did reach the 68.7K. So thank you so much for smashing up here. Definitely appreciate it that we did reach this target on today's stream here, and it's definitely very good to see so. 68.7K, yeah, very nice to see so. So yeah, they're doing pretty good here. Doing pretty good. Don't worry if you plan to hodl. If you're planning to hodl, definitely no worry. Not too many exchanges have listed yet, so that's pretty crazy. Let me quickly look at the market. That's true. There's not a lot of, only KuCoin already listed it. So all the volume is basically coming from KuCoin, and 80% of the volume is coming from KuCoin. So yeah, it still has a lot of potential indeed. It still has a lot of potential to really grow here, Kadena. Because only KuCoin listed it is pretty crazy, man. Of course, some other exchanges as well, but not too many of them right now here. Have we done Solana yet? Yes, we did. Nice, congratulations. Thank you so much here. Definitely very exciting. Definitely very exciting. Sand, please. I can go over Sand real quickly. Go over Sand real quickly. So, Sandbox, of course, a pretty crazy game here they're building. Of course, Sand is basically this metaverse project. It's moving up inevitably towards the upside, it looks like. QB for sure head for a cool-off period, since it, of course, like you can see it here, it's just a matter of a few days here, a few weeks, it moved up 800%. So many people are in massive profits. You see a reason to expect maybe potential cool-off periods. So what I do expect here with Sand is maybe similar structures like we did got generated over here. So like we're going to be having some kind of a cool-off period, and then of course a further continuation up here. So I want to be doing it a little bit differently. So something like this here, then we're going to see similar corrections towards the downside, and then maybe a cool fair toward potential surge towards the upside. So like something like this here. So Sand maybe retraces back towards the range high over here. The range high is of course the $3.20 here, the previous all-time high. Of course going to retrace back towards the level, and of course going to then see a further continuation up towards higher targets from that point here. So that will be for me very likely to expect. So see continuation down here, then see continuation up for Sandbox. So yeah, pretty exciting. I think Sandbox can for sure see further continuation towards the upside. Of course, it's a pretty crazy game here. Of course, just like Decentraland here, they're doing a pretty good job here. But yeah, very exciting about how it is working here, and very excited about the project. The alpha version is coming soon here. I mean, just imagine once it comes out here. So you can see alpha from 29th of November to the 20th of December. So literally in 7 days from now on, the alpha version will be coming out of the game. And do you know what's going to happen once the alpha version comes out of the game here? I think it's going to be only have more and more positive effect on this market here, to be very honest. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards how that's going to be going like. I mean, play the alpha and earned 1,000 cents plus 3 NFTs here, so it's pretty crazy here. 1,000 cent is literally let me see, $3,000 in this case. So pretty crazy what they're going to do here, and the Sandbox is doing just a crazy job here in general here with their market right now here. And of course the game is going to be most likely as well be very popular with the NFT stuff here. And of course gamers usually, you know what is the point with gamers usually spend a lot of money on like skins or whatsoever, and in this case they're spending money and it will be adding value towards the project because they're spending money and it's going to get locked in towards the market cap because they have to be buying the tokens to be buying stuff in the game, right? So definitely very exciting. I think it's going to be extremely big here. I think it's going to be extremely exciting what Sandbox is going to do here, and of course Snoop Dogg in it as well. Our big buddy Snoop Dogg here as well in the game. They're working together with him, and of course he's doing some crazy stuff, of course. But yeah, pretty crazy what they're doing, of course. I've never looked into the game here. I've never did anything with it or with these NFTs in the project, but yeah, personally I do still see Sandbox is going to see further continuation towards higher targets most likely, and it can be for sure go towards, let's say, top 30 coin here. It could easily still see a 2 to 3x from here on, in my opinion. So yeah, Sandbox doing a very strong job here. And I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it here, what it could be doing here. If the game launch has any problems, could be having negative, could not already cause a dump here, but it could have some negative effect on the market for sure. Any idea about Winky first? Of course, I have still to look into towards it. Metaverse educational project and third largest pre-sale right now here. And third and last pre-sale is on right now. I don't know. I mean, I still think that Metaverse projects, they are very popular right now, but at the end of the day, I do think that a lot of them will flop. So please be careful for that. Let me see. Just me being launched in 2 hours on Binance, guys. Don't miss out. I mean, guys, already. You can get it's Jasmine getting launched on Binance. That's the reason why it's pushing up here. Jasmine is getting launched on Binance. This declares everything. So Jasmine is getting launched on Binance, and because of that, we've seen a 60% surge in just a matter of 3 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jasmine already got a 60% pop after the Binance news came out. Too risky to buy it. I mean, yeah, usually with these Binance listing things, you see a major pump. Once they get listed, you see a major drop off. Please be careful. Be careful with that. be careful with that. That's usually a thing that does play out over here, right? So yeah, guys, a lot of things to discuss. I loved it. I love it. But yeah, that's usually the thing that does play out over there. And bro, can you talk about some about Firm? I don't know. I don't know the project, to be honest, so it's for me very hard to talk about it. But guys, nevertheless, let me go towards the stream here. I will be unfortunately right now wrap up the stream here. As we've been 2 hours in the stream here, but right now I will be wrapping up the stream. If we're going to get some more price action towards the end of the day, or towards just in a moment from now on, I will be, of course, drop out another video or do another stream here. Today, I'm the whole day at my office, so I will be able to react towards every single movement very quickly on the market. So, guys, if you do not want to be missing out on any of these market updates that we're going to bring out to you guys, as soon Bitcoin is going to see a pump, or as soon Bitcoin is going to do something, and as soon as we're going to be taking a new trade on Bitcoin or whatsoever, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because then you will be not missing out on any of these updates that we're going to be bringing out to you guys out there. If you do love the streams here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, because tomorrow we will be back with another stream. Of course, maybe 2-hour stream, maybe 4-hour, maybe 3-hour tomorrow. So we don't know exactly yet how long or how much we're going to stream tomorrow, but yeah, don't forget to check me out over there as well. Go to my Twitter page over here at RoverCC, like you can see over here. If you're going to my Twitter page, you will be, of course, as well stay up to date. But yeah, the rest of the things that we were talking about, as well some minor market updates, etc. But guys, thank you so much for watching once again to this amazing new update stream here that we did here on the channel. Hopefully you're going to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.